UIC Radio. Yeah. It's the subway flow. Rocking every Sunday on UIC Radio. If you ain't know, DJ L giving the goods of the go. While DJ Preach spins that street gospel in that foxhole, combining music and soul. Food for your spirit, these others just be gimmicks and clones. Interviews from your own, underground and unknown, to the highly recognizable that everyone quotes. Mixing in a few jokes, current news, tips and notes. Two brothers saving the city, cloaked in gun smoke. Mixing in a few jokes, current news, tips and notes. Two brothers saving the city, cloaked in gun smoke. It's jazz up. Yeah, DJ DJ Preach, Subway Flow, UIC Radio.
Where you want me, man? That's right, y'all. We live, we back, and we in the building, y'all. This your boy DJ L. You already know what it is, man. We are back. It's going down, baby. Hope y'all missed me, because I missed y'all. Got my viewers cracking already. I see y'all cranking it up. Well, as you know, man, last week was bananas. I still have a show, thankfully. I don't know how. For anyone that watched or listened, it got pretty real in here, but I still have a show, so I'm grateful for that. But I want to get into two things real quick before I go forth. First of all, if you're not busy right now, if you need something to do until 5 o'clock, besides listen to me, yeah, that was like very vain, but that's what I do. Block Club DJs is having their first annual skate jam at Rich City Skate. And it's going on right now out there, Rich City Skate, from 2 to 5. For those that are not familiar with the location, it's 4645 Sauk Trail Road. It's $10 to get in. All you have to do is mention Block Club DJs. So, I mean, that takes care of your skate rental and everything. So, I mean, if I was you, I would go out there and take care of that. Now, it is something for the family, so it's not going to be ratchet or anything like that. So, if you're out in that area, then you can go out there and check that out. Also, I have the pleasure and the honor of going to T.L. Williams and his album release party called the T.L. Williams Experience. I mentioned it last week that I was going to be attending it, and when I say a phenomenal event, he puts on a great show. It was awesome. Everything was phenomenal. I mean, the band, the singers, the atmosphere, the opening acts, the DJ, everything was it was perfect. And so, with that being said, what I want to do, he actually got some pretty decent songs. I mean, the dude is like a multi-instrument musician, and he sent me a couple of those tracks. So I'm going to definitely drop a couple of them on y'all before we get into these questions. So, y'all stay tuned. Keep watching. I'll be talking to everybody else off the air. Now, if you want to watch, for anyone that's not watching, you can go to www.ustream.tv. And then when you search UIC Radio 2014. That'll pull you up live. We're going to have a wide open chat. I got the chat room open right now on the broadcast, and it's going down. If you look on your screen, you'll see a big dude in red with a little hat on. I don't know where I found this little hat at, but it's a little hat in his mind, so I'm rocking it. And if you mad, oh well, stop watching. No, I'm just playing, y'all. Keep watching, for real. Keep watching. It's been awesome, though, y'all. So I'm getting ready to drop this joint here called Take It Off. Oh, also, real quick, if you want to call in, I'm going to say it slow because I got fussed at last week for saying it too fast. The number is 312-413-2191. So you can call in, make your comments, ask your questions once the show gets started. So with our actual panel. So this next track you're getting ready to hear, y'all, is by my man T.L. Williams. If you're listening to T.L., man, you went hard on this one. So y'all check it out, y'all. It's called Take It Off. It's DJ L on the Underground Radio Show. UIC Radio. Let's go. I talk to the people. Hey, you want to talk to the people?
Oh. What up, people?
It's going down. I love this joint, man. This dude, man, I'm talking about the show was phenomenal. I'm sitting here like, boy, and he's young. T.L. Williams is all of probably like in his early 20s.
Yeah, okay.
But the boy is phenomenal. Yeah, this is all his instrumentation and everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
So where's the camera? Just the one on the.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be rotating and I ain't gonna be selfish. He worried about me sharing some camera time. Y'all know I'm vain. Y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? But he's worried about it. He has to get his shine on.
I'm not worried about it.
I wasn't worried about it either. It's my show. I'll keep it right here. Y'all stay in me the whole
would
time.
know if I was picking my nose, if somebody would see it. So
Oh, okay. Well, look, there we go.
I don't want to show that, so I was like, "Where's the cameras at?" Make sure it wasn't just one.
Oh well, I won't tell you about the other ones.
That's the problem.
We won't tell them about the other ones. We have cameras all through here.
As long as they not under the desk.
Hey, if y'all like that joint, let me know. Hit me up on the chat. The chat is open. Hit me up on Facebook. Or you can even call in, y'all. Like I said, the number is 312-413-2191. So if y'all want to call in, the line is open. Hey, let me know you like this joint. It's a dope joint, personally. But let me know. And let me know if my tie is really bright, because I feel like it's really bright in the camera. And who are my 3 viewers? Can I see who they are? No, I can't. Y'all lucky. I'm going to find out who he is watching me. Stalkers.
Yeah,
my homegirl Jill is listening,
so they can envy you. They can analyze you down.
So you ready, sir?
Oh, man, I'm born ready.
You born ready?
I'm born ready.
Okay. You have no idea what you're getting ready to get into.
I came out the womb talking mess. So,
I don't mean
you said no cussing, right?
No major cussing.
All right.
And no overusage of the
word. If it's in the Bible, can I say it?
You can say hell, you can say damn, you can say ass.
Okay. See, give me some parameters. Give me something to work with. All right, I can work with that.
Just don't overuse it. You know, be on the mic, ass. You know.
No, I don't want no problems.
Yeah.
Shut down
Hey, look.
First show back.
No, I almost got shut down last week because I had a bunch of rappers in here and they didn't know how to keep their like, come on, bro, like. What's going on, baby?
How are you?
She coming here with a Mary J shades on, so I'm not gonna cry.
What's up, stranger?
Man. So I'm not gonna cry and all that good stuff. So you gonna get beat up on a little bit till it start getting him. She gonna be she might know like could get the coverage at work. You gonna let her sit next to me so I can get beat up? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm worried now, y'all.
Cousin, I gotta look out for blood on everything.
I've messed up before though.
I'm pretty sure you have. We're all Cavaliers here, okay? Pretty sure you have.
Okay. I didn't think you were gonna remember me. I was like, she probably don't remember me.
If nothing else, I'm great with faces.
Okay.
Some TL?
Brand new. Yep. From the album release I went to Wednesday. Really? Yeah, boy's phenomenal. He said, I told him, he's probably either listening or watching. I told him I'm going to play a couple of the tracks. He's like, oh man, yeah.
That's how he is.
I hope y'all enjoyed that, man. That, and the reason that song was played, I just want to tell y'all, this is the relationship show. So we're going to be dealing with like a wide array of topics. And I ain't talking about, the typical ghetto stuff. I got some good deep stuff that's going to make you think, going to make you want to jump in on this conversation and see what's going on, y'all. But I want to get into some more news and events, man. Real quick, don't forget, if you in a party mood tonight, you want to like turn up on a Sunday and get ready for the week before Labor Day, and you want to get it in tonight. One of the biggest promoters from our city is having his birthday party tonight. And I can guarantee it's going to be a star-studded event. This dude has worked with pretty much everybody from the industry to local. Don Ski, if you don't know who this dude is, you haven't been to his parties, you're doing yourself a disservice. The dude is bananas. He throws great parties. He's having a party tonight at the Promontory over there at 5311 South Lake from 9 to 2. And the wow party got my man Brandon T. Jackson hosting it. Now, for those that might not remember who he is, he's been in quite a few movies. Some of you all may remember from the movie here in Chicago, Roll Bounce. He was Bow Wow's best friend. He was also Bow Wow's best friend in the lottery ticket. I guess they best friends in real life. I don't know. But, I mean, that's just how that works out. And also, for all my people that love Chi-Town music, this was just added a couple days ago. Do or Die is going to perform, y'all. So, I mean, it's going to be an awesome environment, man, an awesome party. So, if you're not busy, man, go down there and check it out. Plus, the Promo Tour is always popping. So, you definitely want to get down there. Real quick, I got to be a little ratchet, y'all. What's going on with Derrick Rose, man? I mean, I don't believe the allegations. I think it's a smokescreen for something else personally. But, I mean, you know, that's why we're talking about this on a relationship show. Because I guess she felt bad about something and waited until now to do it. You never know what people's motives are and why they do the things they do. I mean, I'm not going to 100% say women do it a lot, but women do. They tend to hold on to something, and at that right moment, it's like a super move in the video game when they let it go. Okay,
Right.
It's like they wait for that one moment where they just can't take no more, and they just hit you with it and be like, you know what? You remember the and you be like, wait a minute, I don't even remember that year, let alone that event. You know, but I don't know, man. I don't know what the deal is behind it, man. But I really hope the best for him. I mean, I know he got a good camp around him, and they're gonna take care of him, make sure he's straight, man. But man, shout out to D-Rose. Shout out to everybody that came through last week. Like I said, if you didn't watch or listen to the show last week, man, you missed out on an awesome show. I mean, people that are watching, you know, it was thick as thieves in here. There was literally no room. I had to keep rotating the camera around and around the room. We had like at least 15 to 20 people in and out of this room at any given moment. So we had like, just for those that didn't know, we had like a big old freestyle, just, man, MCs going in for like an hour and a half. They just went in, and it was phenomenal. A lot of fans. Thanks to all my viewers. I had awesome views last week. 457 last time I checked. So that is awesome. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in with your boy. And I'm going to drop one more TL track, man, because I particularly like this track right here. The story behind this track, he actually told it there, which is kind of cool. Somebody actually like dropped a beat for him, and he was vibing with the beat and everything. And he said, you know, he was trying to figure out, you know, what he was going to write to it, and his lady kind of helped him. And, I mean, you know, it's kind of like, I guess, his ode to her ode to him, so that's kind of dope. So, hey, y'all check this track out real quick, and I'm going to introduce my panel after that, and we're going to get into these questions. It's getting ready to get real, y'all. So, next track, y'all, T.L. Williams, Into You, straight off the T.L. Williams Experience, y'all. Let's go.
Good to see you feeling better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wasn't at first because he was trying to beat me up. He had me over his house cooking and cleaning.
Work, man.
You know?
Make your friends work. That's how you show you love them.
Yes, help me out. I
Yeah.
got a basement as a matter of fact. And I'm just
I had this brother on the grill just sweating it out.
Just sweating.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on,
We
hold
gonna
on.
do
Not-
some good
not-
eating after that, though.
Here's the thing. In the good clothes. Not the grill clothes.
See, I didn't
In the
know.
good clothes.
Hey,
I could have gave you the apron.
we have to do some of our worst activities in our best clothes.
Yeah, you know.
Kids pooping all over the place. You just snotted
But
all
see,
over me.
I rewarded him with an amazing steak.
Yes, he did.
The
So
steak
I'm not mad about it.
off the
Okay.
chain.
I'm not mad about that at
That
all.
was a prime rib, right?
Oh, yeah.
Literally in full. You were full.
Yeah.
I didn't want nothing else. I'm like, I'm good.
I'm like, man.
Let's drink. I'm chilling.
I felt like I should pay him at the end of that. I was like, bro, you saved my life, man. I was trying to cook and entertain
Yeah, because if we
everything.
left up to him, we probably wouldn't have ate.
Right. It'll be like one wing. I'd be like, look, y'all gotta share this until the
Oh,
rest
you
get
are
ready.
horrible.
And it was enough people there. One wing wouldn't have
But at
worked.
least you had that. My guy went with me to a gig that I had. We had a little spill in the trunk. He had to put anything together.
Oh man.
And so he out there now. He like, oh. I'm like, we got food. Like, how you gonna cook it? He was so relieved to hear that my sister was on the way. He was like, yeah. You got we wouldn't have had nothing but them grapes I had brought in that bag and that one banana.
That's what I'm saying. Some good friends are for. I'll be like, yo, Ed, what you doing? Why don't you come over, man? I got that grill. that grill waiting for you. If you...
First thing you gonna think about now is this steak pie.
Right. I gotta make sure I got one
No,
of them
that's the
boys.
first question. Do you have one? Because if you don't, I'm not coming.
I gotta keep them on deck for you.
Man,
Just in
there's the
case.
brown wrapper in the refrigerator.
Right.
Okay, I'm on my way. It's in the brown wrapper.
Yeah, we had a good time, man. Every
Oh,
time
yeah.
I hang out with this dude, it's a
Oh,
good
yeah, it's
time.
always awesome. Have you done any homework yet, sir?
Homework and
On what we were talking about at the cigar shop?
oh yes, I got a couple of people working on it right now. I got to get a hold of my realtor and she said she got a call back. And man, it's just crazy how family works. My cousin is actually in a good connection with the alderman for that area.
Okay.
So I need to find out what happened with the club. He also knows the previous owner when it was the Negro League Cafe. So he's put me in connection with everybody. So as a matter of fact, this week I'm supposed to be following up on all of those and see what happens. So I'm working on putting a business plan together for it, and man, see if I can get some backers behind it. Because I would love to open that back up, or open up something on the south side.
Whatever services you need, I'll come. Sing, host, whatever you want, I'll bring a band.
Well, I'm gonna need all you guys. The way I envision it going is I would love to have a spoken word spot on the south side.
That's great promotion.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, we can put our heads together. We can make something real nice pop.
Okay. I'm just letting y'all know if it go back. All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed that track, man. That joint, I mean, man. My man, like I said, is talented. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Oh, it's too early to ring the bell, y'all. It ain't bell time yet. Y'all have no idea what that bell is for, but we'll get into that. You know, we're on college radio, and so because we're on college radio, we have to be mindful of the words that we use. So, you know how old folks used to do stuff like count and everything else to, you know, keep from cussing or, you know, tear paper, whatever. So I ring my bell. So it's for cursing. The bell is also for when I don't agree with what you just said. Okay? So I'm giving y'all these rules now. So if something happens and I'm like, no. Okay, y'all. So we're going to get into this panel. I'm going to show y'all here. We got my other people over here, y'all. Now, of course, for anyone that, of course, it wasn't around the video. We didn't do the video last time we had it, but it was an awesome show. We did it back in February. We gave away 2 baskets, and the person loved the baskets. I mean, like, they talked about them for like a month. They were in love with them. So, and everyone really enjoyed the show, and they were like bugging, like, when are you going to be back? When are you bringing the relationship show back? Like, I mean, my lovely co-host here, Ms. Tweka, can tell you that we couldn't clear the phone lines. It was like people texting us, I can't get in. Well, unfortunately, we are not WGCI. We only have one line, people. So if you call in, let's try to keep it real brief. Okay, don't be well, I want to talk about my baby daddy and all that. We don't need that, you know. But I have a great panel of people. One of my brothers that usually comes through, he had a prior engagement, so I found a good friend of mine here to come and join me by the name of Art Miller. So
hello.
He's out here. He's the male model of Chicago.
Not so much, but okay.
And also we have the lovely young lady who was here and part of the show last time, Miss Twake over here in the corner. And the fire that y'all waiting for is on her way.
Oh, she coming.
She on her way. So we going to get started before she get here so I can get mine out before she get here. Because she going to be ready to fight when she get here. She be ready. She be amped up. She is opinionated, but in a positive way. It's not rude. It's not ghetto. It's good. So, this how we going to kick it off, y'all. We just going to jump straight into the ish. It's just going down. Okay. So, first question. And y'all can fire off whenever y'all want to fire off, however you want to fire off. Who's better at juggling multiple relationships, men or women, and why?
Oh, can I get this one first? It's us, baby. It's us.
And why? You have to get into why. Tell me why.
The reason why is because we're thinkers. We think everything. We think even when we sleep. Whether it's right or wrong, we think it. See,
I can't disagree with her. I think she's on to something.
What we're not going to do is allow you to notice any change in our schedules. Notice any change in our behavior because we know exactly. We know what you expect of us. Mm-hmm. So if we have a routine, I'm not gonna all of a sudden today I'm gonna go by woo woo house woo woo woo. No, it's gonna be somebody you know, somebody you're comfortable with, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do and get back to you like I am.
Can I just say this to everybody? She just scared me. I think
right.
She sounded a little too professional with that, like, and you just gotta.
I am. An age, but I've had my experience.
Age, I like that. Okay, you just agreeing with the lady?
I'm gonna have to agree because I think that most women pay attention to detail. So with that attention to detail, they They probably got a whole little. They have a plan to the backup plan to the backup plan's backup plan. So
You know what?
I'll give her that one without a doubt.
You know what?
I think more men probably do it and get caught. And I don't know. A lot of women, I think, tend to be faithful. I think they more often than not. But and that's my opinion.
All right, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna give it two. I'm gonna give it two things. First of all, the new school women are stupid. Okay, I'm sorry. If you under 25 and you watching this show, I'm probably getting ready to disrespect your life right now. Yeah, it's stupid because they don't have the plan of action. Now I'm gonna talk to my people that are older than us. Now the older women, they had the fix it man. They had the man to pay bills. They had the man to give them, that good. They had the man that was going to take them out on dates. They had that. But also back then, you had the pimps and the players that knew how to keep their business and have everything going. So, but us, where we at, we kind of got a little bit of both. Some of us stupid, some of us smart. Okay. That's just what it is. If you between like about 28 and about 38, there's half and half. There's some idiots out here and there's some smart ones out here. I mean, I think it's just like you said. I mean, women tend to think more than men do. Men, we think, but it's just not with the up top. It's with the below. So, and it's all about conquer. Hey, I conquered. I got it. Oh, it's going down.
Now you sleeping, we in your phone.
You know what I'm saying? You sleeping, you sitting up here, and you're like, oh, okay.
Right.
Like, look, hey, look. Here's the good thing. Now, this is what made a lot of women mad. When iPhone 6 came out, they came out with this fingerprint thing here now, right? Now, you still have to put in a regular code. Now, if you a dog, you change your code every day. That's just real. That's just how it goes.
If you don't know that, now you know.
Now you know. You gon' baby, if you catch his phone after midnight, it's a whole new code, okay? But, if you don't know the code, then you have to put your thumb, your finger, whatever you choose. So you got to try to get him, half asleep and be like, baby, and try to get his finger. It's ridiculous nowadays, but I mean, like me and my good friends were talking about the ways people cheat nowadays. Now, there wasn't a lot back in our days when we were like, in that young 20s age. The big thing back then was the party line. That was just that was it. Call the party line. Hey, meet me somebody. And then College Club came out, and that just became like in Black Planet. That just became like the whoredom of the internet. I mean, you had a Black Planet page. I already knew what you was about. Hey, what's going on? Hey, I got a Black Planet. She nasty. Like instantly. That's just where you at instantly. So
but wait, I didn't use my Black Planet page like that.
I was never on there. Let me just make that clear.
I know you had other juggling things going on. You was too professional for that. I was ratchet. I said I'm finna get ratchet. I told y'all that. So I mean, nowadays you have all these apps that you can put on your phone. People tell me about all these apps that you can put on your phone for this, and I'm like, really? And the famous one that everyone is telling me about is Snapchat. Now, this is what's funny about Snapchat. For those that don't have Snapchat, never have Snapchat, don't know about Snapchat, after they explained it to me, I had to tell them that is the ultimate cheating tool. Now, I'm going to tell you why Snapchat is the ultimate cheating tool. When you have a Facebook, people inbox you, which means they are all in your inbox. Chicks take screenshots because you done sat up here and said some malicious stuff, posted all on your wall. Now you in trouble. Same thing with Instagram. They can be all in your DM. You just screenshot it. Now, don't get me wrong. You can screenshot Snapchat, but you got to do it real fast. But if that's not what you want, guess what? You send a person, a little message. Hey, baby, what's going on? After you send that message and they read it, unless they screenshot it, it's gone. You ain't even got to delete it. It deletes itself. Okay? And it's like, I when they told me that, I said, dang. I said, you get real ratchet on that and ain't no evidence. So they say. It's somewhere in the universe. It's somewhere in the universe. It just ain't in the universe that your girl gonna find out about.
Right.
So that's a good thing.
She can't read the access.
Right. She can't just go, let me see. Oh, you on Snapchat? Let me see. Guess what? Ain't nothing in there.
I feel like...
look. So, fellas, get Snapchat. No.
Right. I feel like Elle over here doing a tutorial. Like, hey, if y'all been slipping here, let me put you on.
Get Snapchat. It works better. Get off them other sites. Anyway.
Right.
All right. So we going to get into, it's going to start off easy and it's going to get real deep as we continue to go on. Now, this is what a lot of people are starting to do nowadays, especially on these websites. And I want to ask you guys, when it comes to dating someone, and this is the person you want to be with, how important is their zodiac sign to you? Is that something that you justify how you date? Like, okay, I'm Earth, he's water. I don't think that's going to work. Is that something you actually look at?
I don't. I think that's a little special because people are not always true to what they say a sign is.
Oh
It
my God, you
doesn't
ain't never lie.
it doesn't always necessarily describe that person because people have different upbringing. So I think that's a little,
It's bias. You can't. You
crazy.
can't.
You
go
can't
off
really
that
judge
alone.
by
So what
that.
you telling me is you ain't never dated one particular sign and they was just crazy as hell.
I did. I have.
And every time you meet a person that sign, you give them the side eye like, I don't know.
No, that I haven't done. But I did date this one guy. He was a Leo. Oh my God, he was like the craziest person in the world. I couldn't understand what his
Shout out to the
problem was.
Leos, they crazy.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Right.
Now, don't get me
She
wrong.
typing.
Friends who are Leos, and they are cool.
But
As
weren't
friends,
right?
right.
As friends, you weren't trying to date them. So
But
it's a
now, after
difference.
him, I was like, I don't know. Look at my side there. I don't know about that. When your birthday is? But no, I usually don't go by that. I don't go by that at all.
Okay,
Right.
what about you, man?
Same thing. I've never really been like, what was your sign? Usually, I'm a Cancer, so I sometimes ask their birthday because if they're a Cancer, sometimes I know we have that connection that goes on, and that outwardness.
Cancer is real. That is
So,
some of the. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, no. So I mean, I'll ask, but a lot of times it's just personality. I don't really go off of the astrological sign.
So has a person's sign like turned you off? Like if a person tells you that, like, okay, for instance, in my situation, when, my ex was a Virgo. A Virgo, I'm just gonna look at you like I'm good. We can't even be friends. When your birthday again, we can't even be friends. Uh-oh.
I've
Uh-oh.
never.
Are you a Virgo?
No, I'm not a Virgo.
Because you kind of paused and gave me that look, and I got a little
But-
scared. But what? Who a Virgo? Don't tell me she a
I'm
Virgo.
not saying no.
Oh, I'm finna say Jesus.
I'm
I'd have
not
messed
gonna
up.
mention
Lord.
anybody
Lord,
who-
touch my.
anybody who is a Virgo, but I will say this: there are two sides to every sign. If they wanna use signs.
The biggest one they say is Gemini's, y'all. 2 sides to every one of them stories, y'all.
Yeah,
I
and
mean-
then you're right, the cusp or whatever. But there's 2 sides, and it's either good or bad. It's like kind of like
True.
no in between. Like with Virgos, they're sweet people, they're beautiful people. They give you the shirt off their backs, but do not cross them.
Well, that's just about any
They
sign.
don't have something. There's something that they don't have there, but they cannot look back. They cannot go backward.
That's
I've
true.
never known a Virgo to go backward on anything.
That's true.
And it may be a good thing, it may be a bad thing, who knows? But I have never known none of them to ever go back on anything. And my sign, people tend to run away from. I am a Pisces, and so people tend to think that I'm crazy. I'm in some type of fantasy world. Yeah, you weird. I am all those things in a sense, but I'm not exactly true to what the whole sign is supposed to be or whatever.
Nor am I. So.
Okay. Well, I mean, I asked that question. I mean, because I won't say I'm 100% into it, but there are things that I believe in as far as the laws of attraction. And I mean, if you're of a certain element, it explains certain things. Like for instance, years ago, because I'm a Cancer, everyone in that element, such as Scorpios, things like that. There's a natural attraction that ends up happening, and you don't understand why. Like, and it ain't like I asked this person, "What's your sign?" It's just through conversation we found out, and I'm like, that's why I stop staring at you. It ain't because you're cute. There's something else going on. Like, I mean, to some people that are really that deep into it, I mean, it's not like you walk around asking, but in certain situations, I think it kind of answers some of the questions. Like, dang, why I can't stop thinking about this person, even though we ain't never even gave each other a high five. You know? I mean, because the laws of attraction, as far as that's concerned, I mean, because you're under the same element, it's real. I mean, a lot of people don't believe in it and say, okay, yeah, whatever. That, I mean, I don't get into the deep side of it because everybody say I'm supposed to be mean, and I'm not mean. I'm just an a-hole. There's a difference.
I knew there was a reason I hung out with you.
There's a difference in being mean and being an a-hole. I mean, there's a big difference, okay? So, I mean, I get that. all those water signs on the broadcast. 2 Cancers and a Pisces. All right, Jewel Donaldson, stop being a hater. Okay? We got you on the chat. Stop being a hater. So, Jewel, while you talking, put in the chat what you are, y'all. Like I said, if you listening and you want to watch, you can go on Ustream.tv, search UIC Radio 2014. We got live Ustream going on. You can jump in the chat, send a question, send a comment. You can also call at 312-413-2191. Now, let's get back into this. Now, this one I like because everyone has their own opinion about this. I don't know about you guys, but everyone has their own opinion about this next one. So, all my people that's in a relationship or you're married or whatever, check this one out. If you're married or you're in a relationship and you post raunchy pictures in a Facebook group, is it or is it not a form of cheating?
Raunchy pictures of themselves, or?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think it's inappropriate. Absolutely. I think that you.
The word wasn't inappropriate. The word was, is it or is it not a form of cheating?
Can I say?
Like,
yeah.
It depends on your profession.
On your profession?
Really? Are we gonna jump over this and go into profession?
No,
Oh my
okay.
God!
This sounds
We're not going
interesting.
into profession, but what I'm saying
Okay.
from my experience, okay, because my guy is a singer, and he posted a pic where it looked as if he had nothing on, but you could see his chest, but he had his name, and it was posted on his page. So some people thought he had
I've
lost.
seen it. Pause to myself. Go ahead.
Some people thought he was losing his mind.
Uh-huh.
But what it actually did was it made people more interested in what he was doing. What's going on with him? Like,
It makes a person stop.
what's the
and
deal?
look.
People
Yeah.
were hitting my inbox like, really, you allow him to do that? I mean, he's grown. I can have a problem with it all day long, but
Oh, I got a part B for that. Keep going.
so
Keep
I
going.
mean, what am I supposed to do? But I didn't take that as a form of cheating, because if he was going to cheat, he'd have inboxed it to somebody.
Right,
you
and
know?
that was the next thing I was going to say is that
to
it really.
me, because to put it on Facebook means you want somebody to share.
Yeah.
You want somebody to see it.
I
know?
think that's also
I think that's the difference.
a relationship or a couple's communication. What happens is that y'all can define it in a couple if that's something that's acceptable or not.
Because he showed me
So,
the picture before he
if-
posted.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so these are great things here, but y'all are still jumping over this, so I'm just gonna hit it right in the gut. Because y'all playing with me. I don't like these politically correct answers. I can't. I'm ringing the bell on the answers. Okay, let's really get real with this. So the chest picture was fine. Okay, that's cool. But there are groups on Facebook where it's pretty much like full frontal nudity. Like they have eggplant Fridays, titty Tuesdays,
Oh, my goodness.
all that. Yeah, it's real. It's real out here. Facebook is a whole other world. It's real.
Oh,
And I mean, there's secret closed groups that you have to be invited in. It's almost like the secret organization of the tit showers.
Right.
Like, it's like, so busted open Wednesdays. Like it's crazy. So
You know that.
I know. Like,
That's what I want.
I told y'all I get a little ratchet. I told you.
What you doing in your spare time?
Hey, look, I'm a lurker. Y'all don't kick me out these groups, okay? Anyway. So
Right.
right. So basically, I want you to tell me whether you're gonna defend your answer or not. That say he didn't show you that picture, like it's a secret group, you don't know he's in it, and he's just, you know what I'm saying, bam, sausage in the group. You know what I'm saying? Now this is your man. Is that still considered cool or not?
Is it cool or cheating? Which one
Is
you
it
got?
cheating?
Okay.
It's cheating. And no.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait. Let her finish.
There's nowhere. Because if I posted a picture of my behind and posted it in the group, you're going to have a problem.
All right. Can I
I'm
get
not.
in?
No, I'll quit. Go ahead.
All right. I say personally, it is not, or technically not cheating. You're not doing anything per se.
You are.
All right. Now, again, I say it's inappropriate, but I don't think it's cheating.
And I agree.
I don't think it's cheating.
It's not cheating because now it's cheating if after.
Hand me the bell, please.
Okay.
See, but this is the difference between men and women.
Hold
How,
up.
how
Here you
we
go.
think about
Here
things.
it is. This show is called The Underground Radio Show with DJ L. So no one touches the bell but DJ L. If you touch the bell, it's going down. No, I quit.
That's called
I'm playing.
injection.
Right. But no, but yeah, I mean that's the difference. See, here's the thing. Now, Don't get me wrong. If I find out, yeah, I'm not gonna like it. But will I consider it cheating? Only if one of them comments ended up in the inbox and you going back and forth.
Right.
Then at that point, I got a problem. But we all know the root of the problem, that if you didn't post the picture, you wouldn't have got the inboxes in the first place. We're not going that deep. I mean, because there are people that might be their outlet that they can't have with their mate. Like their mate, like they might love them to death, but they just not as adventurous. So in this group, it's like, you know, Beyonce and Sasha Fierce. Hey, well, in this group, I'm Sasha Fierce. Now, when I come out this group, you know what I'm saying? I'm back to Beyonce. I mean, everyone has that. Now, it's like, I love my man or I love my woman, but I need to do this to, you know what I'm saying, feel free. So let me go ahead and snap out the shower. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know, right? I know, right? So, I mean, I won't per se say it was cheating. I just think it's disrespectful. That's what I will say. It's not cheating. Like I said, as long as there's no inboxing going on, then yeah, we good. You know, because I mean, it happens. People participate in stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I've experienced that in relationship where, you know, it's like, so you just gonna put your stuff in the group like that?
Right.
It's Titty Tuesday.
Everybody gets to see.
But those are mine. I thought, okay. All right, anyway. I guess not. They're everyone's now. It's community titties. I don't want them no more. So, you mentioned something that I had to hurry up and type down. You said you don't allow. So this is my issue as a man. This, you know, because men, we have the tendency to kind of, I'm gonna be honest, we get weak sometimes, and we just go ahead and let the reins go and give it to y'all. So now we're at this point where a woman allows you to do certain things. It's like, okay, I allowed him to go out with his boys. I wanted him to stay at home. He just stayed at home. I mean, but I mean, define to me as a woman this allowing things as far as a relationship is concerned.
I would have to say, I wouldn't say anything about me allowing him to do something in terms of where he's going or with his friends and things like that. But like when it comes to like you mentioned the picture, the whole female thing, there's certain things that you can't allow because it can get a little crazy. Some people take things overboard. Mm-hmm. You know, we let's just let me see, what can I think of?
I don't know. It better be good though. Talking about some dang
loud. I gotta go. Some years ago, he was performing. We were at a karaoke spot. And the girl walks up there and she grabs him in his crotch.
Oh! Wow. I need to go to karaoke with him.
Right.
Now, mind you.
Ooh, yeah. No.
He does have a history. He's one of the lead singers of Public Announcement. And he was still doing his thing a little bit. And the girl kind of recognized him. And she tried to use the fact that she was going to be in a play while she grabbed him. But I went up there on the stage and I grabbed her hand. There was something I did not allow. And so what he had a problem with was my coming up there and removing her hand. Well, here's my thing. We're in a karaoke spot. This is in no way a performance. You're not getting paid. And this is on my time. So I cannot allow her to engage or allow you to disrespect me. Whether you wanted it to happen or not, if you allow it, then it'll happen again. And it'll happen while I'm there. And I don't want that. So I wouldn't say I allow him to do like his regular, you know, whatever he wants to do in terms of going out or moving around here and there. I never try to stop anything like that. But in terms of what he does in front of me, in terms of respecting me when it comes to females, there's certain things I just will not allow.
Okay. All right. I won't even ring the bell on that. I can respect that. Respect. Okay. Like that was all deep. I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna move on.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
What happened next? It was
like, man.
Did you punch the girl in the eye? No,
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
I'm not violent.
That seemed like a straight drag you out of the
what?
club by your hair.
Right. You know what she is? I can see it. She's like that. She's like that Jill Scott angry. Like she not gonna go off immediately. But if old girl would have did it again and kept doing it, yeah, she'd have broke out the Vaseline. You know what I'm saying? You're getting in the way. You know what I'm saying? Right.
You know, I don't just go right in. I'm like, okay. All right, man.
You know?
I done told you twice.
Mhm. Now this third time, Long Island upside your head. Bow. That's it. Now, this is a statement I saw online a while back. And it kind of stuck out to me. So I want to get you guys' feelings and input on this statement now. And the bad part about this statement after I read it is it gave me no hope as far as a relationship after I read it. Okay? But when I read the statement, I want you to think about it. I want you to let it sink in. So listen, a person can love you and still cheat, just like we love God and still sin. Notice the silence in the room.
Wait, was there a question?
Right, no, that was the statement. That was the statement. So what do you think about the statement?
I think that it is a real thing. I think that I think you can love somebody and make a mistake and and cheat. And everybody.
Is cheating really a mistake? Let's be honest, but I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Go ahead.
It's a mistake if you get caught.
Exactly. Thank you. Go ahead, bro. You're messing up, man. You're messing up for the brothers. Go ahead.
Just saying. I think it's probably. Well, I don't know, Twinkie. What you think?
See, you done messed them up now. Okay?
I'm like,
I'm so sorry.
You're not gonna say that part.
You done messed him all the way up. That mush mouth. Okay.
No, but I think it's a true statement. I think that's true. I mean, I've been guilty of that in the past. In my 20s or whatever. I used 20s as an excuse then, But
man,
I'm young. I did what I did, and it's true. I loved him, but this person was like, man, oh my goodness, he gonna get past me, and I ain't gonna see him no more if I don't do this right now. But I loved him,
Okay.
So yeah, I believe it's a true statement. I've experienced it.
All right, no doubt. Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, when I read it, it was like, dang. So she could love me and cheat. Dang. Right. But it's true though, because I mean, people do it all the time in marriage and relationships. Yes, it happens. And this mistake thing, garbage. Okay? Because here's the thing, we look at this and like she told the truth. Like, man, you on the spot, you see this chick you wanted back in the day. She hit you with the like. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be real with y'all in this movie. I think I love my wife. I'd have smashed Carrie. I'm sorry.
Right.
I love her, but she finna marry this clown, and that's finna be it. So I'm going ball deep, okay? I wouldn't have ran from it. Nikki True, we would have been so true. Man, anybody seen the movie? The last setup when they met at the hotel, ain't no way I could have. I'd have just looked at that and been like, I wouldn't even have asked her, do you want me to undress? She'd have came out, I'd have been naked down with one sock on. Ready. It'd been going down.
Not the one sock.
Just one sock. Because I couldn't get it off fast enough, so I just stood there. What's up? No, but...
came out faster than I thought.
I wasn't ready, so I'm just going to pose. My pose. But, I mean, it's so true, man. I mean, it shouldn't kill your hope for a relationship because not everyone does that. Just like the same thing with people that are Christians. You have some people I call super Christians that like everything that comes out their mouth is blessed. Literally. How you doing? God bless you. So, now what they do in their cribs, yeah. Anyway. So we go get into this dating thing because the dating scene nowadays is ridiculous. It's like you kind of scared to date almost nowadays, man, because some of these, unless you hang around a certain class of women, if you're just going based off what's outside, it's scary. Okay? Like, you got chicks out here that get into a relationship with the intention of probably cheating. They just need a main man that's going to take care of the business. And still, these are people's mindsets nowadays. It's real. So, Steve Harvey, as we know, came out with, I would personally say, I won't say the best book, but I would say an obvious book. Think Like a Man. Most people disagree with me, but it was a book that's already been known for years. The only new thing in the book to me personally was the 90-day rule, which is by far, and I don't care, don't none of y'all like when I say this, the dumbest rule in the whole entire world.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm going to tell you about that 90-day rule.
Here's my thing about this 90-day rule. Do you buy a car and sit it in front of your house and not drive it for 90 days? Do you pay the rent for an apartment and don't move in it for 90 days? Now, if you got a certain situation, there's one thing. But in most cases, is that what you do? When you buy something, when you purchase something, when something is yours, do you not bother it for 90 days? Seriously, think about that. Now, I'm not saying go out and bang in one day, but I mean, come on. And then here's the thing. Just like a car, what if in the 90 days the bottom fall out that joint? Day 91, soon as you started.
That can be used in more than one way.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying, okay, run out and have a bunch of, wild sex, even though that's what people doing anyway. I mean, my thing is to give somebody a stipulation and say, that makes you a better person. Now, I do believe you should pick and choose who you're going to give your essence to. I do believe that. Because everyone isn't worthy of it. I do believe in that. But at the same time, you're not going to tell me, okay, because she waited 90 days, that makes her such a better person. Right. That makes him such a better person. Because at the end of the day, because she's waited these 90 days, man, ain't no telling. If she get it, I mean, because women have expectation of men, especially if she waited 90 days, she want to be put to sleep in 5 minutes, okay? She done waited 90 days. She been going crazy. And now it's like, okay, what if there's a letdown?
That's what I was about to say.
Then what? I mean, same thing for a man. Okay, yeah, I'm expecting this because, I mean, I've waited this 90 days. So I'm waiting for this magical moment. I mean, there have been stories of people divorcing their mates because they waited until they got married to have sex. It's true stories out there. Nah, I'm good.
So then why'd they get married?
Because they didn't have that they were in love. I mean, people have these mental expectations of sex, man. They look at a movie and be like, "That's how it's supposed to go."
Right.
I know. My first night better go just like that.
Fireworks.
Yeah.
And a heart plan somewhere.
And then all of a sudden, 5 minutes later, for real?
5. That's
Like
2.
Like, girl. Yeah, but so because of the book Think Like a Man and the movie, do you think people have too many rules now when it comes to dating?
You go first,
I don't think they have enough rules.
Oh,
and
really?
The reason I'm saying that is because right now everything is okay. Everything is okay. So they try to use a 90-day rule. Okay, right. So you wait 90 days for him, but why you got him waiting 90 days? What you doing with that other guy?
Right.
Because he's already waited his 90 days. Because remember, you dating. You're single.
So you got one that started on the 5th, one started on the 10th. So in about a span of about 2 weeks, you just going to be getting it in.
Right. Right. So his 90 days is well, let me see what that's about.
Right.
I mean, really, come on. I mean, I think we're all grown. We make our own choices.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you can go 90 days, 3 days, 5 days, 1 day. We grown. You make your own choices. You make your own decisions.
True.
So, I mean, whatever your rules are, what they are, what you feel, what you believe, that's just what it is. But the whole 90-day thing, I wouldn't give a person a time limit. I would say I would have to go by how I felt.
Right.
What do I want to do? What do I want out of it? What is my goal? In terms of even.
As a matter of fact, if you don't mind me interrupting, I say just give it to them on the first day. That way you know if you like them, if they're going to stick around. If they're going to stick around for the nookie or not. If they
just like a man, you know what I'm saying? Don't say.
Very first day, if he was just there for the nookie, then he would have been hit it and ran.
But you stop hitting that bitch.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was totally in agreement. I'm sorry. I was totally in agreement. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you don't have to get attached to this guy. You didn't get attached to him. It's like, oh, he's one of the nookies. So
see, that's what
you knock it out.
Now, see, you
now
messing
it's like,
up,
you
and
know
I'm
what?
Tell you why. Because women are emotional. I don't care what they tell you. That hard exterior that they show you.
Most women are emotional. There's some cold witches in this world, okay? There's some chicks out here that will put you out before you even get a chance to get the towel wet.
Okay. You get that tap, like, all right, bro. It was nice. Thank you for coming through.
Okay, let's just put it like this. Well, that is true, okay? They're all tags, okay? I've been the mean girl. I've been a mean girl where, 19, 20, guy come
Here we go with these 20s,
he do whatever he got to do, and I'm like, yeah, I got to get up in the morning.
Right.
Like, soon as it's over, so, did your bus stop running?
I'm like,
see, nowadays you can say, so you called your Uber, right? Nowadays you can call your Uber.
You got that number?
Right.
My phone ain't working. And they be looking at me like, you just gonna put me on? I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I gotta get up. In the morning, I'm just walking into the door.
Here's when I heard. Here's when I heard back in the day.
That's horrible.
I heard this one back in the day.
It was horrible.
I don't let people stay the night at my house. You do know it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you stay on the low end,
Yeah,
right?
Right.
I got to walk to the L, baby. You stay on 45th.
Yeah, I'm the next stabbing on the news tomorrow. You don't let people
stay.
stay tonight.
Like that. I look, I sleep on the couch. Can I just, you know what I'm saying? I put my head down on the kitchen table. You know what I'm saying? Like head down, thumbs up. You know?
To carry the 357 Magnum. I told you to carry the gun.
Okay, well, since you said people have too many rules, are there any rules that you can think of right now that are over the top? Now, he did mention some good ones in the book, but go ahead. I'll get to that in a minute.
Rules
Over the top.
That are over the top.
You know, I really don't know. Really, because I never really went by any of them. I just kind of went with how I felt, regardless of what anybody thought about what I did. But, you know, I never went by any of those rules. But as I get older, now it's like, well, dang, I should have waited. I should have done that. Oh, that was wrong. That was nasty. Did I do that? Oh, my goodness. I shouldn't have done that. But, you know, but that's as you get older. But, like, in the meantime, you just like, whatever. But really, I can't really say that there's a rule over the top. It depends on the person.
Okay.
I don't know. Are there rules? Which over the top rules? Like, give me an example.
I don't have any examples. See, here's the thing. People, if anyone's read the book or seen any references to the book or even seen the movie, I mean, the movie was like the short version. And so a lot of the things that happened in the movie were true that was in the book as far as over the top. Like, people have these rules about men having certain jobs or women having certain jobs, or, you know, they have to have a car. And what Steve said in the book is, you know, the problem with a lot of people, he said not just women, but men too. You put expectations on a person that you don't meet yourself.
Exactly.
So you want a person with a good job. You want them to have nice credit. You want them to have a nice car. You want them to have no kids. Yet you got 4 kids,
Right.
2 baby mamas or baby daddies. You got, you know what I'm saying? You go to school just so you can get a venture pass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, but then he got to have all this. Why? So he can take care of you. But how can you make yourself a great looking package when you're not putting yourself together?
Right.
You can't present something to a man that you want like that, and you walking around with leggings on and flip flops.
Well, one of the things
all the time. I ain't talking about like in the crib all the time. Don't get me wrong, ladies. I love leggings.
Yes, thank you, because I got on some right now. Say something else.
They look good. Okay, so I mean, hey, that's what it is. But go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, well, standards. It's one of those things. I don't think there's a problem with having standards. You know what I'm saying? So you got something that you say, okay, this is what I want. Now I agree with you as well that as a woman, you demanding all these things from the guy that you want to date, you should probably have some of those things yourself. You know, I can't imagine you just be like, oh, look, I want a man that's got $1 million in this big old house and whatnot. But you, like you said, Elle, you living at home with your mama.
But that's what they do. A lot of women do that, and you know, walk through the hood, girl. He gotta have a car, and you pushing your baby in the stroller.
That's why she want him to have a car.
Right.
It's like people looking for the come up. The superstar is in the building. Okay, so first of all, I just want to take a quick break, not far as like getting off the air, but I gotta say real quick, happy anniversary. Miss Star celebrated her anniversary this week. So you know, she got it in. So she's one of the successful ones. So this is what we've been waiting on. This is going to be good. She's actually made it. So hey, she's still going. I mean, folks don't make it no time. Okay, so Jewel Donaldson says, "I'ma always say, meet me where I'm at." So Jewel, you know Elle is ratchet. Okay, so you know you shouldn't have put that statement in there. So what I'm gonna say is, you say meet you where you at. So what if you ain't got it all together? Am I supposed to, you know what I'm saying? You have to think about what you attract as a person. I mean, you know, it's funny to me that a lot of these young-minded people, because I'm not gonna say, you know, just our people, it's everybody, because there are people out here that no matter what race, color, or creed they are, they have the same issues we got. I done work with plenty of them. Don't let it fool you. There's some bad white baby daddies out here too. Okay,
right.
Please don't let it fool you. Please don't think it's just Tyrone. Okay, it's Billy too. Okay, Billy does it too. All right. So, I mean, like I said, it's all about. It's just like wrapping a gift for Christmas. It's like, okay, you want to know what's inside, but everything is about perception when you look at something. Yeah, if you want to know something about them, then you take the time to. But what you see is what you going to initially go by. So if you see somebody wrap you a gift in the sales paper, are you going to open that gift first? Probably not. Because next to it is a box, and they got like the gold pretty paper with the nice bowl. It's a big box. You like, I want to open that box first. I don't want to open the one with the wrapping paper from One Stop. I don't want that one. Okay? I'll open that one when they leave. I'm going to open this one first. So, I mean, it's the same thing. Now, she also said, or he, I don't know, but a pretty ridiculous rule is that the man must pay for outings 100% of the time. There's nothing wrong with both of us wearing clogs from time to time and going Dutch. I like that. Hey, shout out to all the women that, you know what? Skip that. Hey, I love her because she got her own. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed,
She don't need mine.
Right.
She can leave mine alone. So that's pretty much where we at. So since my lovely boisterous friend is here, I've missed her so much. Y'all have no idea how much we kicked this off in this joint, y'all. So we gonna go on to cheating. Cheating is always a good topic. Always a great topic. So as easy as this question is, it always goes the wrong way. So I'm just gonna put it out here. If a man, sorry, bro, that's just the way the question set up. If a man is cheating, who should be confronted, the woman or the man? Now, before you answer this question, of course, we know obviously you're gonna say the man, but let's be real. We're looking at today's society. Shows like Cheaters proves that people don't think. Okay, so give your opinion. Go.
Wait, who you throwing it to?
Whoever want to jump in. It's 3 people here. Now.
All right, I personally think that it's absolutely the person you're in a relationship with. That's the person that gets the business. I don't know if you told the other person the truth or what happened. You know, whatever you told them, I got a problem with you.
I'm waiting for the woman because this is gonna be good. I'm getting ready
I
to
got
tear
a
this
problem
one
with
up.
you. So if I roll up on you and you at the mall with your side dude, and I don't know about it, and I'm like, wait a minute, we gonna have a problem. Now if he jumps in and he runs his mouth, or you're like, no, this is my main chick.
Yeah, then it's going down, bro. You
Right.
just, look, like Martin was saying, I
Like,
gave you a pass, bro.
Right. You should go to the food court, all right? Let me finish talking to her, and then we'll come back. But as long as he keep his mouth shut, you know, it's fine. But I'm gonna have a problem with her. I'm not coming at him. I don't know what she's told him. I don't know what the information is with him.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as he keep his mouth shut, he can move around, and then I'm gonna deal with her.
Let's see what these women got to say. This is gonna be good. Because I was expecting that answer from you. Let's go. Let's just be 100% real.
I would say I've been guilty of a little bit of both. You know.
Okay.
There were times when I'd be like, well, I'm gonna call her, but what does it really solve? Because at the end of the day, he was the one who let her do it. I mean, he approached her. He went after her. So why am I mad at her? She doesn't know me, and whether she does or not, he's the one I'm in a relationship with. But I didn't get that before, so it was just like, okay, I'm gonna call her. But now it's like, okay, yeah, I do. I would have to approach him. That's correct.
So ironically, you run into them in the middle of the mall. All hugged up, booed up, walking down, holding hands.
I'm clocking him.
On site. Yes.
I'm clocking him.
It's over.
You done seriously disrespected me. Not only are you out here in public, but people know we together. And probably in a space where everybody know me.
See, I'm so different.
I'm clocking him.
Because I'm walking right past them.
Really?
No shade.
Hold on. Hey, listen. Okay, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. No, what this is scary because the women that are silent, that don't say nothing, they see you and don't say nothing, run.
Right.
Run.
Might even wave at you as you walk by, like, hey.
This is the worst thing people could do though. You would go through some stuff. Guys, y'all gonna go to y'all boys, y'all gonna tell y'all boys, y'all gonna mad dog her. Girls, y'all gonna go to y'all girl, y'all gonna dog her. Now, then you turn around and be with them. Be back with them.
Right.
I say, handle your business in private. If you a lady, be a lady.
True.
Because obviously, he not being a gentleman because he would respect you. You know what I'm saying? What done in the dark do come to the light, but I can't respect the man that don't have his business in the street. And that's tacky. So, yes, I'm going to walk past, and I might smile and be like, she's cute.
I love it.
You can, and there won't be no shade.
That's when you take all the knives out
That's
the house.
That's
Bruh.
growth.
She
That's
may be
growth. That's just
you
growth.
at home in the
Because
doorway.
if you gotta go home and cut your man and fight your man and y'all knocking each other upside the head, it's just me. I'm not Dr. Phil, but y'all don't need to be together. Period.
I agree.
Period.
That's very true.
I'm gonna tell you one of the things that I won't do. Like for instance, I think women do this more often than not.
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
y'all. We got a caller. Oh, snap. It's the first one of the day, y'all. What's going on? You on live, UIC Radio with DJ L, the relationship show, the panel. What's happening? How you doing? Hey, Jewel. How you doing? I've been talking mad trash about you. What's going on? What? Uh-huh. Ooh. That's true, and I was building up to it. You get out my page. It was coming. Yeah. It was coming. It was on the way. It's on the list. I got a list of things here, so I appreciate it. It's coming. Well, you know what? Well, it's gonna evolve right now. So you make sure you stay tuned. I'm getting ready to evolve to it right now. This is gonna be good. All right. All right. Well, Jordan put us on the spot here. Now, this is an interesting one here because, as she said, if a lot of people would be honest with themselves up front and honest with the person they're dealing with, then this wouldn't be an issue. But here's the thing. A lot of people can't deal with honesty. Because if I meet you and I tell you, hey, I got a girl, but I'm in an open relationship. You know what I'm saying? Wait, so that mean after we do it, you're going back home to her? Yeah. Are they going to go? In most cases, probably not. Now, unfortunately, for some of my crazier men that really don't care, some of them will go. They definitely going. They saying, okay, yeah, oh, man, I don't care, man. I could be number 2. I could be number 3, as long as I can see you every Wednesday at 3 o'clock. They don't really care. So, how do y'all feel about an open relationship? The whole room went silent.
Right, I'm gonna let the ladies get this one.
Y'all. That means anybody.
Yeah, Toyka, how do you feel about that?
Yeah,
You gotta
Toyka.
call my name.
Cuz.
I don't blame you, though. Yeah, they're right to be. But open relationship, for me, it's not for me. But I can tell you that I had a friend who even just recently talked to me about it. And I won't mention his name. But he told me that he had an open relationship with someone. And their thing was, just being honest. He would say, well, baby, I'm going to do this or that, and I'm going to be so-and-so house for a couple of days. And she, okay. And then he come home, and everything's good. But she did the same thing. They had that understanding. That was their relationship. That was something that worked for them. But I can't say whether I'm against it or not because I haven't been involved in one, knowingly.
There we go. I like that, knowingly. So, I mean, do you feel that they're okay, if a person wants to be in an open relationship, I mean, I know obviously you're stating that's something that you couldn't deal with, but I mean, what do you think as far as your ideas about an open relationship here? Like, okay, say for instance, somebody approached you and you were single, and then you guys were talking, and then they told you, hey, I'm in an open relationship, but you know what I'm saying, I like you, I think you're cool, you know what I'm saying, what's up?
It would all depends. If I was attracted to that person, I may go.
Okay.
But if I'm not, then
That's some honesty for you. Okay.
Y'all guys be tripping me out. Let me tell y'all why.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to answer from the old single point of view, okay?
She is married. Celebrate her anniversary this
Right.
week. So this is
Set
prior
disclaimer.
to marriage, okay?
But what y'all men trip me out with is y'all act like y'all the only one probably want to hook up and then say bye, okay? My thing is I wouldn't be mad if the guy said, hey, do you want to open relationship, whatever. If he laid everything out and at the beginning, I actually respect him more than someone who would stay with me and then cheat on me.
right.
Because maybe I want an open relationship too.
Right.
I mean, it's a
Honestly,
discussion. It could be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the homebody type, like family person, very family oriented. So that wouldn't be for me. But someone who's a free spirit, who's always working, who's always on the go, maybe that'd be good for them. So I'm gonna leave this subject alone.
Okay, well, here's my 2 cents. I got 3 cents for this one. Open relationships, they can be dangerous depending on the timing of the decision. If it's something that's stated from the beginning, then it's not bad. But I don't think that's something that you could just jump into in the midst of your relationship. You know, and it really depends on how long you've been with that person. If it's the early stages, you guys still learning, you say, hey, I want to be with you, I want you to be the main, but I want it to be open where, you know, I can go where I damn well please and do what I want to do. It's a difference. It's really depending on the maturity of that person as well. Because, I mean, mentally, whether you're a man or a woman, everyone can't deal with that best man moment where you're at the altar thinking of somebody smashing your chick. You know, everybody can't deal with that moment where you're sitting there like, you know, I mean, because you wouldn't want to think about it, but you know that the status of your relationship is open. So that means she could be getting smashed, especially nowadays. It's 2015. She could be getting smashed by a woman or a man or both at the same time. Right. It's 2015. There's some wild things going on out here. So, I mean, I think to each his own, but I think if a lot of people, especially nowadays, would just be honest about that, like the caller said, if you would just be honest about that in the beginning and say, look, I like you, but I don't want to be with you as far as like 100%. You know what I'm saying? I want an open relationship. You know what I'm saying? Ride or die, which one? I think if they were honest, instead of just, you know, like she said, going out, creeping, sneaking, you know, and then coming back home, then it would be less drama. It would be less arguing. Because both of y'all know that y'all out doing something with somebody when y'all ain't together. You know?
Right, it's understood.
It's understood.
What I think is a lot of people automatically assume that the other person isn't going to go for that. You know what I'm saying? So it leads people to want to be deceptive. Because it's like, all right, if I, you know,
listen
anybody.
To that big word, deceptive.
I read a book before I got here.
All right, sir.
But I mean, so that's one of the assumptions that, you know, that's automatically placed. So now you're sitting there thinking like, okay, man, I would love an open relationship, but this chick is fine and she might not go. So you end up in a relationship and then end up messing that up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I think that, like you said, with maturity, it comes to make sure that, hey, now you evolve past that. You know, now it's like, look, this is what I am or this is what it is. You know, take it or leave it. And then you go from there.
True. Okay. I like that. Open relationships? No, I'm clear. Anyway, let's get into, we're going to come back to that, but let's get into the secret things that people may do. Now, we had this discussion the last time you ladies were here about having a separate account. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, you know, because I'm not going to keep paying for your Just Fab every time you want to, you know what I'm saying, do something. Okay, we got a call coming in. Let's go. Caller, you on the air with UIC Radio, DJ L in the Underground in the Relationship Panel. Talk to me. What's going on? Who this? This who? I'm finna say I'm a dude. I don't recognize dudes' voices. You have to state your name, sir. What's going on, man? It's one of my Block Club brothers. What's happening, man? You got a relationship question, a comment, or what's going on, bro? Uh-oh. Hey, man, there's some cold. It's some cold people out here, bro. There's some people out here that could bang bang and keep going. You know, so that's not necessarily true. But I mean, that's what we were saying as far as open relationships are concerned. If that's what works for you and you can detect that, I mean, it's more or less to pretty much alleviate the cheating. You don't have to go out and be secretive about it because you guys have already established that these are the parameters of this relationship. So we already know that I'm going to do me, you going to do you versus, okay, she gone out of town, boys weekend, we finna turn up and get our bang on. You know, that's what we said. But I mean, we know it's not for everybody because everyone, I mean, that's what we said. It's a level of maturity. Everyone can't handle that. Everyone can't mentally handle that. Everyone can't physically handle that, you know? So that's what we were saying that, man. But I appreciate it. I understand. It ain't for you, bro. So, hey, be a one-woman man, man. And, you know, stay out the cookie jar. That ain't yours. All right. All right, bro. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, y'all. I mean, that's what it is. Cookie jar. Okay. We gonna skip secret accounts. I don't want to do that. I want to do this one because this one I found interesting. I actually posted this status on Facebook about 3 weeks ago. Now, I'm pretty sure all of us are fans of good music, and we are fans of probably one particular person, whoever that may be, and we absolutely love them, whether it be male or female. So when I put this status up on Facebook, it caused a lot of riffraff, and I'm really trying to figure out why. Some people just got in their feelings, and I'm like, okay. So I figured I'd keep this as a topic. So you and your significant other, whether it be your husband or your boo or whoever you've been with, not somebody you just dating for a couple months, like this y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go out on a date and y'all go to a concert. Now, whoever's performing is either their favorite or your favorite. So, for instance, let's just use Janet Jackson. Yes, I love her. You know what she does at her shows. You know what people like Usher, Trey Songz, Chris Brown, you know what they do at their shows. They pull somebody on stage, they grind on them, rub the thing all on them, let them rub all on their chest. They do all this. So, they pull your mate on stage, and they decide to do that. What are your feelings at that moment, and what do you do when they come back down?
Ask for a turn. I'm that.
I like her.
Well, hold on.
Yes,
Hold on.
you gotta give me
No,
one too.
no,
That's what I'm
that
talking about. I
only
like
works-
that.
That only works for a woman or a female. I can't be like, hey, well, hey,
Hey, baby.
Usher, me
Hey.
next.
Hey, Ush, come on, dog. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, no, that only works one-sided.
I'm sorry. I just, I mean, have you ever seen Janet Jackson like in concert?
I have
Crazy.
not. I've
If
seen.
anyone-
I've seen.
look,
Concert
If
crazy.
anyone remembers that concert about 15, 20 years ago in Hawaii where she pulled that dude on stage,
Oh,
Yeah.
MG.
I'm sorry.
strapped him.
I have
Oh my
nothing against whatever his lifestyle was, but he wasn't a hood dude. I'm sorry, because a hood dude would have Hulk smashed them restraints.
Right.
Because she put
God.
his
Let go.
like she done put his face in the crowd. She done rubbed it. Hood dude would have been like, "We going right here on the stage.
Right.
We going."
He done
And
soiled,
so-
he done soiled his pants. He's like, look, I need a new pair of jeans, Janet.
My hat goes out to another beautiful woman, and especially if she on point like Janet Jackson or like somebody like Beyonce, definitely. I
Beyonce
want
ain't
no
putting nobody
hate.
on stage. Jay ain't
No-
going. Hey, yo,
no
B.
hate.
Right, right. Kill the music.
But you know what?
Talk to you in the back.
I think
Me and
that's
Blue watching
Wait,
this.
you know what we did at the Super Bowl, right? Turn the lights off. Come on,
Right,
let's
it's
go.
work.
It's
Wait.
work. Right,
It's
it's
work.
work. It's
Yeah.
work.
They're not
So
going-
Now, as a audience member, and you pull my girl up on stage and you defile her in front of all these people. I mean, like, I might high five her later and be like, listen, all right, that was awesome because, you chose my girl. I mean, I got good quality. I got good taste. You got good taste. You know what I'm saying? Look, Usher wanted her, but I got her. That's right.
exactly, exactly.
So I might high
So-
five
That's
her
not a
first.
hating point
But
of
then
view,
It's
though.
not a
later when I
hating
get home, I'm going
That's
to be like,
real.
listen, you need to go wash your face. I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did. Before he got to the stage, it got to you. So, yeah, take a shower and let's talk about this later.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I think that's true. Even though some of them do some pretty nasty things on stage. I was looking on YouTube the other day, and I'm like, Usher, really? You pretty much like had sex with her through the pants? Like you literally like okay, one of y'all finished. I don't know who it was, but one of y'all
That's the
finished.
fantasy of the fan. That's
true.
the whole
That's
fantasy
true.
of the fan.
I'm just
So
wondering how it works
I
in a
look at his
relationship,
work.
like, cause it's some salty dudes out here. They be like, no, they be like, hey, yeah, you, baby, you know you ain't going right.
So
Right.
I just want to
You
say
ain't
that
going.
man needs to get out of his.
You know,
feelings.
like okay,
Right.
perfect
I get it.
example. Like the 5 Heartbeats. When my man Eddie Kane got to singing, and you know what I'm saying, and the old girl passed out, and the guy sitting next to her, like, man, go on, don't even touch
Right.
me no more. You know what I'm saying?
See,
You're gonna pass out because this dude singing to you.
That's a little something extra, right? Now, you're emotionally connected to this guy. Now I'm angry. Like,
You know
wait,
what I'm saying?
how dare you get all moist in the pants because he's singing? I can
Right.
sing too. All right, it's not as good, but damn it, I'll try.
Okay, Jules said her thoughts are, thank you, Janet. The sex is going to be amazing tonight. Real talk. Jules, don't get mad if I call you Janet. That's all.
Right.
For tonight.
They
If
both,
I
they both have J's in it.
if I call you Janet tomorrow, then yeah, we got issues. All right, good stuff, y'all. I like that. Now, we're living in an age where people kind of pay attention to everything about a person's life before they decide to settle down with them. And a lot of the things that maybe, depending on your lifestyle, you weren't taught about, such as credit, such as money, such as how to balance finances and how to control a household. How important nowadays, not when you got with your boo, not nowadays, how important is credit before you settle down?
That's so huge. It's so huge. Like you said, it wasn't a big topic growing up, but I notice now, like even the market and you're renting, if you did your research, you could own 3 houses by now. But just because those kind of conversations wasn't brought up, when we were coming up. You know, I don't think that a lot of people are aware of their options, and they assume that certain things they can't get or are unattainable. And I'm learning that now, like, wow, you know, I don't think my kids are better than anyone else's kids because of where we live, but I definitely moved them to an area that I knew I could not afford the area, or at least I felt I couldn't afford the area, just for a better education for them. And now I'm learning, like, wow, I've rented here for 6 years and I could afford the area, and the people in that area were no different from me. They were regular working folks like me and my husband, but they had good credit. That was it. And so I think if you get your credit and stuff like that together and have that kind of conversation, it's definitely going to be huge for the kids growing up.
I think that I think younger and you're just in love, you're not thinking about all of that. I think in our age group now, we're more concentrated on because we're trying to get closer to that retirement age. And, you know, we're trying to make sure our future.
I shaved the beard off. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. The beard is gone. I am not that old anymore. The beard gave me hair. It's over. It gave me age. I'm back.
So that's how we look at it now from this perspective. But when you're 19, you're 20, you got your boo, you love him or love her, or whatever the case, you're not thinking about that really. You know, I think some folks are, some young Americans who absolutely get that understanding from their parents. Like, I want to deal with somebody who is making financial plans or financial goals in their 20s or what have you. But I think it's more concerning for us in our 30s because, you know, we ain't got time to keep playing around. Our clock is, you know, ticking away. You need to be settled. You need to have somebody you can trust, you can love, be settled with, and build and grow and all of those other
and possibly have an open relationship. No. Okay, go ahead.
Well, that's more money in a pot possible. You never know. You never know. Right? Be like, baby, our other boo, she's going to put 50 on the rent this month.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, this is a group activity. We help them out.
It's definitely important now. It's important now because I know I didn't think about it early on. I was just like, okay, yeah, I like him, you like me. Whatever, we're going to do this, whatever. But now, man, like you say, as you get older, you like, man.
Right.
You better say that money.
Right, somebody credit be messed up. You be like, ugh.
We're going to need such, or you want to stay somewhere else.
Right.
You know how to find out about your boo and where they at as far as their life is concerned. Once y'all get to a certain point in the relationship, just take them to a cell phone store. Baby, where we going? Oh, we finna go to Sprint real quick, baby.
Right.
Because you about to get us phone. Right. You know, you gonna get us some phone. I'm gonna pay half on it, but you know we gonna put them in your name. Oh, okay. And then they come up. We gonna need $1,000 deposit. You know it's over, right? You know we finna break up today, right? Why? Because your credit is jacked up.
Right. You can't even get a Sprint account. Sprint, give everybody a phone.
Man, right. You gotta pay $1,000 bill. You gotta pay $1,000 bill, and they want you to pay for the phones. Who got $3,000? You tripping?
I hope y'all out there listening. Ella's giving y'all tips and points.
I'm trying.
There's somebody out there right now like, you know what? You know what? That's a good idea.
Right. I'm finna take her. Hey, baby.
There's a text message going out right now. Baby, what you doing? You know my account is all messed up. I need to open up a new cell phone account. You want to go with me?
Real talk.
If he listening to, he gonna be like, I'm busy today. I can't even do it.
Man, for real. I mean, I think it's really important. I mean, we weren't thinking about it, and I think it's pretty much, you know, because, you know, I mean, everyone wants to be in a relationship at some point in time. You don't really focus on it and think about it. But I think as far as an individual, I mean, it's good just as an individual, even at that age, to, man, I don't like I'm telling my children now about that. Because I don't want them to do what I did when I was 19, 20 with 2-3 credit cards. Right. And instead of me spending on what I'm supposed to spend on in school, where we going? We going to Vegas tonight, Joe. We finna get it in. And then we going to the bowling alley. It's on me. Let's go. And then I get that bill, and I'm like, $1,500. I'm like, well, they said the bare minimum is $35 a month. Oh well.
Right.
You know, so I don't want them to go through that. I want them to be more established. So hey, look, by the time you get to where I'm at now, man, you can have 5-6 joints. Because you're in a better place. Look, I mean, that's pretty much, it's very important. Now, this is good. I read this online, and I mean, I'm pretty sure this is probably a Jerry Springer episode somewhere, but it's a good one. So, check it out. You've been married for 10 years. You and your wife have a boy and girl ages 9 and 7. You go to the doctor because you haven't been feeling well. Now, this is, just think of this as a man, because this is for a man. The doctor gives you the result of a test he ran. You hope for the best because you inform the doctor that you and the wife are trying for another child. he informs you that you are sterile. You ask since when, and the doctor tells you all your life. What happens when you get home?
Somebody getting a beat down, and their kids gotta go. Listen, I know who these little kids are, but you need to get them out of here right now. You need to go with them. All right.
Hey, baby, the number is 1-866-GO-MAURI. Call that number right now, because this is done. Call Bill Cunningham. Somebody.
I mean, all jokes aside, once you're connected to somebody, it's not easy to walk away from them.
True.
You know, especially
Right. That was the important part. Y'all been married for 10 years.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the key part.
I can see you being all angry as all get out.
Right, but that's what I say. So what happens when you get? I'm not even gonna lie. First of all, I don't know when I'm gonna get home, because after you tell me this, I'm probably gonna go grab a fifth and I'm gone. I'm not.
Contemplate some things. You gonna run some scenarios.
I'm gonna sit on the lake for about 3 days and just
right. For these kids to get chosen,
man.
Everything.
And the mailman show up, you looking at him now. You
Right.
gotta worry about
everybody
everything.
that show up. You
Right.
like, oh, so that's your brother, huh? Let me see some papers.
Right. I don't see him
believe
in none of
it.
y'all kids' pictures, you know.
None of them. Talking about that's my brother. Oh, he was adopted. He still should have been in the pictures.
Right.
Which y'all adopted him when he was 20.
Yeah. No. I mean, I'll give you a real, if you want a real answer. A real answer.
I want a real answer.
From a very ignorant standpoint, it'd be like, look, I'm raising hell. You and the kids got to go. All right, I don't care. I'm sitting there looking like, wait a minute. I was like, I knew that little dude didn't look like me. I kept looking at him grow up.
Like, I'm looking at it like this boy got a curly fro.
Right. I've been bald head all my life.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Quit playing.
Yeah, I mean, just from the very ignorant standpoint, it's like, nah, you can be angry as all get out, and you can be like, look, you need to go, all right, and give me a month or two to think about it. I might let you and them little people's kids come back.
You might let them come back.
Yeah, you gotta,
Okay.
gotta contemplate it.
Ladies,
Why y'all quiet?
I'm not in this conversation.
you're not in this conversation? Why not?
I just couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine my child not being mad. Like, if I was to do, I could, because even as a female,
the 10 years of
if
marriage
it was
wouldn't make a
reversed
difference.
and it could be like, well, the child wasn't
Right.
mad. I couldn't imagine raising the child from any age and being like, and
Well,
then
now,
finding out
try
they're
this
not
out.
mad.
Now,
Like, I would be devastated.
Go into the mind frame of that woman though. Like, what are you thinking that woman's thinking for 10 years? She know these kids ain't his. You know, what is she
Well, you know
thinking?
what? Here's the thing. She doesn't know because he didn't know he was sterile. Now, she probably went out and did her due, and you know what I'm saying, came back home and they did the due, but she didn't know he was sterile.
Does he at any point know about her going out and doing a do?
Of course not.
Oh,
But so in her mind, as far as she's concerned,
it's
It's
their
her
kid
kids.
together.
Right.
I think a woman knows. I think she knows where that baby came from. I don't care if she went out and did the
she
do.
knows.
She knows. She was like, this ain't his kid, and I know it ain't his
He
kid.
look a lot like
Because,
him.
like I said, this is part of the conversation we had earlier about women are meticulous about things. So that be one of those things. I think
let
that
me see. I was with Bobby on
Right.
the 22nd.
there
Okay.
women keep
I didn't-
calendars.
I-
They keep calendars.
If
and
anyone
dates
has
and-
seen the
Don't
show
blame us
Tyler
because
Perry,
it's
if Loving You is wrong, if anyone has ever seen that show, I swear to God, this is almost like the same situation, except without the kids. Like literally, he said calendars. This chick was sleeping with her neighbor, and she had a book. Of
Yeah.
Every time
Yeah,
they
secret
slept
ledgers.
together, the neighbor and then her husband, and then hold on, she was so terrible, she actually graded them. So the neighbor.
Oh, wow.
The neighbor was knocking the socks off. She had A triple plus. But then the husband all had sex with him that night, D.
Oh, she wrong.
So when the husband saw the book, he like lost it. Like he's like,
Absolutely.
and then it's crazy because he's like an Irish / Jason Statham type dude. So like for him to be angry and that accent came out, I'm sorry I made fun of it. It probably wasn't good, but they're actors. It's not their real life. So, but yeah, I mean, I think that the time you all been together is like the strongest thing that you have to hold on to. Now, if she's gonna be honest with you, then it's gonna take some time to build from that. You can't just instantly
Right,
walk
that
away.
don't go into
Y'all
effect.
been married for 10 years. You have been part of these children's lives for 9 and 7 years. There is no way, no matter how angry you are, you just say, I'm done and cut it off because they're a part of you, and as far as you're concerned, they're your kids
Right.
at the end of the
Yeah.
day. So no matter how angry you are, yeah, you probably envision,
That's-
every time Ike hit Tina is what you envision doing when you got home. Okay.
But see, I'm gonna tell you, all of that to me, and it means it's just gonna be a slow deterioration. Because imagine every argument you have, now you're gonna throw it back
Well, no,
at her like,
there's
oh,
that-
but these
hey.
ain't even my kids.
There's that uppercut.
So now you got that longevity, that
But
that
it's a
situation.
maturity thing though too, because
It is.
do you
is.
I mean, do you love this person enough where you want to do that? Do you want to?
You do
Because
it every day.
I think out of
we're not talking about every day. We're talking about just in this situation. Now you have this on your brain that what I'm saying. These kids ain't yours. It was some infidelity twice that you know of, because at least the 2 times, if
Right.
it's 2 different daddies, that she didn't got it in, and all this, that, and the other. So I mean, if you are going to harp on that and keep it in your mind to bring it up every time there's an argument, then why even stay?
it may not be initial. It may not be intentional. A lot of times when you're angry and you're frustrated, things come out and that you're holding back and you're harboring or you're trying not, because you don't want to hurt your mate's feelings. That's not usually people's intention. So if you're upset about something, maybe she didn't do the dishes or she burnt the roast beef, and she be like, I just eat it. I made it. It's good. It's eat. You be like, you know what? Them damn kids ain't mine. You be like, wait.
Oh, that's how it goes.
So it'll be something like that.
Them kids ain't mine.
Because your food ain't right.
Them is Bebe's
Can't she do
kids.
anything she's supposed to do?
Right. She better be perfect from here on out for the rest of y'all
yeah.
lives together. Because that's what as a human being, it's natural. You're going to get angry, and sometimes things that you hold back because you do, again, when you care about your mate's feelings, you try not to hurt their feelings, and that means that you're holding it in, you're harboring it. And man, when an argument comes into play, and like you said, you always, women always will bring out something from way back when. You're like, we're not even talking about that anymore. But that'll be that guy's one uppercut to an argument every time. And then again, after a while, it'll deteriorate the relationship, in my opinion. It could. I don't know. You have to be very strong.
It just really depends on the man at that point.
Absolutely. His
100%.
maturity has to be able to resolve that issue and say, okay, I'm going to make the decision to
This dude
stay.
has to be like the calmest dude in America, like
Right. or
Like
he,
he- like- like
or
he's
he
got-
keeps a mean vodka supply.
Man, it's gonna come home, honey. So I just came from the doctor. No, that ain't Pooh. That ain't my man from the hood. He for real. He ain't gonna wait till he get to the crib. He calling her. You at work? You leaving right now? Meet me downstairs. It's finna go down right now. He is angry. So since we brought up 10 years of being together with someone now, like I said, we're living in a society where everything is really fast. Everybody's just looking for the next fix really fast. Makes it sound like drugs, but love is a drug.
It is.
Uh,
It absolutely is. Make you do some crazy things.
Make you do something stupid. Man, you up here throwing pebbles at windows and
Right.
man, baby, I'm sorry, I love you. I like
You
for
ain't
real.
ever jump on the hood of a girl's car before? Let me tell you. When you love somebody, you will. I'm not saying I did it. I'm just saying.
I don't.
I've seen it
the
happen.
way you kind of put that out there had me a little worried,
No,
bro.
not
you,
me.
uh,
You know,
You want the
I
hood.
don't be jumping on nobody's hood.
you
know.
Action Jackson on the hood, bro.
I might be looking through your windows or something.
Wow.
Be like, who's that? Who's that
This-
coming up our house at this hour? That's I don't know him.
You crazy. So, because we're living in this society where everything is fast, we have people that are serial daters, and we have a lot of people that don't believe in monogamy. So, is marriage something that today's society looks forward to, or is it something we just don't want to complicate our lives with anymore? Because a lot of people that I talk to about marriage, they say, well, and they're married, they say, it's just a piece of paper. At the end of the day, if I've been with this person for 6 years, nothing's going to change. We're going to have a ceremony, we're going to go on a vacation, and we're going to come back, and it's going to be business as usual, except we're wearing jewelry. So, in today's society, because as you know, the divorce rate is, it's kind of steady now because folks just ain't getting married.
Right.
So, is this something that people just don't want to do anymore, or how do you feel about it?
I would say-
Everybody
I would
quiet.
say for me it's a little bit of both
Okay.
because how can I put this? There's a lot of people who are married and they're not even together. You got to give kudos to the people who can actually make it. you really do, because they work hard. They're not just being married because they just, oh, marriage is just so, flowing and it's peaceful, this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
They work at it. So you got to give it up to people who are. But for those of us who are not married, some of the people we choose to be with or we choose to deal with, it's going to make you have a different view. Sometimes you just feel like, you know what, is this something I really want? Or really, is it something I really want with this person? You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's just a little bit of both. I mean, some people probably are just not getting married because of everything people go through, all the divorce. And, like you said, some people think it's just a piece of paper. Me, myself, I'm at a point where I do want to be married, but I don't just want to be married for the sake of being married. I want to be married to whoever my husband is. You know what I'm saying? Who the man who finds me. I don't know. I just can't get married just because I've been with you this long, or because I've known this person for this long, or because,
And I think that's a sad misconception a lot of people have, that they feel like it's almost like time served.
Right.
I feel like I've been with you for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Let's just go ahead and get married. And then as soon as they get married, they hit a crossroad, and now they're divorced.
Maybe you're not meant
Well,
to be
you know
married.
why they hit that crossroad? So many people are caught up in the idea of being married.
Right.
The whole ceremony and the big event for them. If that's what you caught up in, baby, we'll throw you a party.
I'm trying to tell you,
Yes.
DJ L will
And we
DJ your
we
fake
will wear
wedding,
all
okay?
white and throw you a party.
Yes.
But marriage is serious business at the end of the day, and
True.
people trip me out when they date someone and they have all these issues, and then they marry them, and then they have the same issues. Well, baby, what did you think was gonna change? That's still the same person.
Like marriage is the cure-all.
Yeah, and
It's not.
I
It's
know,
not.
I personally know several people that are so unhappy, men and women alike.
Mhm.
And in one instance, it was like, well, she got my kids. I said, okay.
And
If you lose your mind, you can't be a good father to your kids no way if you're going crazy, or vice versa for a woman, I hate to see people feel obligated like they have to do it. And like I said, so many people are caught up with the ideal of being married. They don't realize it is hard work.
Brother man.
Now, I was gonna say, yeah, and then you can't leave if she paying half the rent. You don't want that problem. So you gotta be thinking about these things. These are important issues. You like, look, I'm married.
Hey, look, we're gonna be roommates. I'm gonna get a let-out couch. I'm gonna get an air mattress and stuff.
man answers.
But you know what? What's crazy is, and I'm laughing at him, but what's crazy is so many people are staying in a relationship for that very reason.
Right? Like, look,
You know what?
You know what it
my
is?
So she
finances
takes
are set
the
up.
baby to school and see if I'm not with her, then how am I going to be able to pick the kids up, and then
Right.
I'm going to have to pay child support. I know she's going to come for half.
Right?
I mean, it's crazy.
That's a lot of those
You know what?
They got that
decisions.
cheaper to keep her
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
cheaper to keep him
Yeah, I'm
mentality.
unhappy as ever,
Yeah.
but you know
And
what?
I guess that's why all the cheating coming in at. They
And
ain't want to
it's-
stay anyway.
And it's a level of comfort. It's just like, hey, I know that if I start over, I'm not gonna have catfish every Friday
Right.
at the crib waiting for me. I know
Gonna change, gonna
that
be a little
if I start over,
See, the
I'm
ladies
finna,
looking like
right,
this is what the guys think
you know,
about.
but it's true. Like,
I'm
like
actually, this is very relatable.
Yeah.
Been
Okay.
there.
Like, if I start over, man, I'm gonna have to start spending bread on these dates again. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
got her where I want her. I ain't gotta take her out as much. But these new chicks, they gonna want to be wined and dined.
Right.
So
Want
I mean,
gifts and presents.
you know what I'm saying? They gonna want to, man, sweetest day. She don't care about
Right.
that. I done put that out her mind. And here she comes to my son. It's sweetest day. Oh, that's the day we met. Well, you gonna give me something? Like, oh my God, So I think people just get really comfortable and
Yeah.
just, and they become, and after a while of being with someone so long, you become dependent. Especially if that person has a
Codependent, yeah.
routine. Like, I'll use me for an example. I have a very bad case of OCD when it comes to my house.
Can you come to my house?
I can tell. You can't have company and I don't know it.
Mm.
There's no way. If we together and you might create, there's no way I can come home and not know that you have somebody. You ain't even got to tell me.
Mhm.
I can't tell you how many people, but I can tell somebody sat right there on that couch and didn't fluff that pillow back.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I can see that you smoothed out the couch, but guess what? I can see the way that pillow is in there, and that's not the way it was when I walked
Listen.
out the house. I have issues with that. Everything has to be a certain way in my house.
Oh my God.
But
Snap me up, man, because I'm the same
here's the
way.
thing, ladies. You need to be happy to hear that, because you got some dudes nowadays that all their clothes is on the floor.
Mm.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, like
Very neat. I'm very neat too.
I'm so meticulous when it comes to me. Like when I come home, I like if it's dirty or if it's like a suit jacket, I gotta take it off. I gotta hang it up. I can't throw it on the back of the door. I can't throw it in the chair. I have to hang it up. I have to put my shoes up. I have to do it. I mean, but that's just
my
me.
last 3 days is on a pile on the floor.
But you know what?
Right.
When you
girls also that y'all are change clothes and just like I'm not gonna wear this.
Y'all step out and step into an outfit in the same trail.
Right. Right. You're not gonna hang that back up. I get to it later.
Right. You know,
I take it off and I'm like I'm not gonna wear it. I put it back on the hanger.
You know, but I mean, I think that's really important. Now, this is a good one in a relationship. This is a good one though. Here now, I've asked this question numerous times to different people, and I get 9 million different answers to this one because everyone feels some type of way about it. Now, we talked about people being emotionless when it comes to sex. So, do you think it's possible to build a relationship from a one-night stand? And if you do think it's so, how long do you think it's gonna last?
I think it's possible. I think it's possible.
But how long is it gonna last? Seeing as how it was based off one night stand.
It can last as long as you want it to last. I mean, if the
give me a time frame, man.
It could be forever.
And beyond, Buzz Lightyear. Okay. We got a call. Yo, you on the Underground Radio Show, the relationship panel with DJ L and the people. Let's go. Talk to me. All right. What's going on? I'm going to be a nice guy today, man. Email me at lms713@msn.com, okay? LMS713@msn.com. Yes. All right. Hey, right. You know, I guess I'm pretty popular. I guess he must have. But you know what? Here's the thing. I'll take some of the slack for this because I do put the flyers everywhere. Like I don't care where I'm at. The pluggers is going out. So he probably saw it and just saw the number to the station on there and just called. So I can't be mad. You know. So all of you all say it's possible to build a relationship and have a healthy relationship from a one night stand.
Yeah, yes, because remember, you're basing this. The only difference is you have sex first, but think about when you dated
which is what we talked about at the beginning of the show that you missed. So that's good.
Kicked it with someone and all that stuff, and it still didn't work out when you didn't have sex first.
True.
So it's really gonna be the character of the person and the chemistry that you have.
And this goes back to what I was saying early, ladies. Just give it to him the first night, and then that way you know if he's sticking around or not. I mean, just bam, knock it out. Be like, you know what? If he calls me tomorrow, then this may be a long-term relationship on the horizon.
No.
I'm just saying.
The views and opinion of Mr. Miller are not the views and opinion of the Underground Show.
I'm just saying.
I have female fans.
One way to do it. It's just one way.
You know.
I ain't gonna be looking at you out my side.
I know, right? You getting ready to get the side out. So now this is interesting because a lot of people feel a certain way about this one. I actually laughed when I saw this one and said this ought to be an interesting one. Do you think people know when someone is out of their league? And I asked this question based upon, like, you think of couples and you look at them and you say, how? Like, for instance, when Jay-Z first got with Beyonce, everybody looking like, okay, he got money, he has power, but, you know, you thinking from a visual standpoint, how? When Jermaine Dupri was with Janet, you looking like, he's shorter than her. How? You know, like, in your opinion, you would think they're out of that person's league, but do you think someone knows when they're like, okay, say, for instance, I'm a dude that I just, you know what I'm saying, I'm a shift manager at McDonald's. Meet this chick downtown. I see her. Just like in Think Like a Man. My man was a waiter. You know what I'm saying? And a cook. You know, and this chick, you know what I'm saying, she running things. So it's like, you know, technically in the way of looking at it, you would say she was out of her league. And we know that, you know, you can still attract a person regardless. But do you believe that someone knows when someone's out of their league and they just step away, or do they just go all out?
Definitely. But I think we gotta, as adults, not be so shallow. I mean, this ain't high school where, okay, he got Jordan, so he does. Remember, it's about perception. And a lot of those things that you see don't mean that these people have. Because a lot of people post things on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, it's
and
so
I know
fake.
they're living in their mom's basement, but the
So fake.
BMW
Oh
is
my
off
God,
the
it's so
chain.
fake.
And that's cool,
Oh.
though. So I don't think you should get caught up in perception, I think that those people were able to pull those people because of the character of who they were and the chemistry between them.
Absolutely.
I think that if you're an adult and you're trying, man or woman, it really doesn't matter who's making the most. I mean, if
Right.
everything coming to the table and we both trying to win, then that's a power couple to me. But somebody
Right.
who post on Instagram and Facebook and he with me and I'm with him and we got name brand clothes, but then behind closed doors y'all beating the hell out of each other and he don't trust you and you don't trust him. I mean, who are you fooling?
Right.
So I would say this: be honest to yourself about what's really real and about what you're really going through too.
And being out of somebody's league, a lot of times I like to think that then if you feel that way, that may be something that particular
You got
person
yeah.
That's
is having an issue with. But if the other person who is, I guess, the upper league individual,
Upper
if
league
league
individual. Okay.
Well,
Individual.
all right.
Listen, I'm gonna make up a lot of words.
Try to
And I'm gonna get y'all a dictionary that's gonna have arts.
figure out why you don't
Right
think
now,
that
upper
you
league.
add up. That's the first thing.
Well, no, I'll tell
Why
you.
don't you think that you don't add up?
Well,
Why
no,
do you
this
think
is
that person's
this is
so
what
unattainable?
I believe. I believe that if you care
There's
about
some
the
big
other
words
person,
going on around. I'm
is
gonna open
that
up a thesaurus.
you lift
Yeah.
that other person
College
up.
graduate thesaurus.
Man.
I'm very elated.
No, what
I was elated this morning, so go ahead.
all right, yeah.
Somebody gonna take that the wrong way.
Right.
They
I was
gonna
like, I didn't
post
get
it on
elated this morning. I was hoping to get
I
elated.
was elated in my open relationship.
Right.
No,
Make it
go
sound
ahead.
all bad, But no, I think that it's the job of the other person, not necessarily the job, but it would be incumbent upon that person to say, all right, I care about you, so I'm gonna pour in energy and power to show you, hey, no, I'm not out of your league. You just need to catch up with me, and I'm gonna show you how to do it, or I'll assist with that. Meaning like if you feel that I'm educated a little more than you are, then I might be like, well, here, these are some of the things that I read, or this is some of the things that I indulge in.
Without
And-
being insulting, of course.
Right, yeah, and that's
But
where
there's
you
a way to do it.
On the
right?
first
Yeah,
date, you
that's
talking
why
about
you
some, let's play brain games.
right.
And he
I'd
looking
be like,
at
let's
you
go to a
huh?
museum. Let's
Spell
some-
plethora.
let's do some art.
What? PLA.
Right. That's how you find out their intellect. Be like, let's play Scrabble.
That is
If they can't get out of
disrespectful.
a 5-letter word, get past a 5-letter word, then
It's over.
might be a problem.
I'm gonna tell you.
Why
I
are your
mean,
words 4 letters?
right. If the I mean, when it comes to a person being out of the league, I mean, of course, it's the individual that's approaching that person, and I mean, unfortunately, if a person's used to either being rejected a lot, then it's going to make it harder for them to want to approach that person, even though that person might be even interested in a person like them, because it's like, hey, okay, I'm, a woman that's in a higher area in her life, like she might be a lawyer or she might, run a company or something. Yeah, she's used to dating those jerks. Maybe you might present something different, but
Right.
because you see that she runs something or she got some money or she looks like she has some money, then it's like, man, she's not used to a guy like me, so I'm not, but some of these guys, that's actually a confidence point for them. But she ain't used to a player like this. Let me go ahead and go up here and holler at her real quick.
Right.
Now, you might get, sent down to the ground, but I mean, you're going to shoot your shot. But that's for a person that's confident. A person that's not as confident and feels that person's out of the league, I mean, it's like, they're going to fall back. But if you make it as the person that's not in their league, it's like, you still have to be strong because,
Right.
I mean, it's just like Daddy's Little Girls. Why do I make all these movie references? I watch a lot of movies. Okay? I was injured for 5 months. Okay, I caught up on so much TV.
That's
It
gonna
ain't
be your
even
next
funny.
show. You're gonna be
You know what I'm
a
saying?
movie critic. And you'll be
You
like,
know?
listen, I saw the movie this week.
Right, but
Tune in to DJL, the movie critic.
so on Daddy's Little Girls, when her friends found out she was dating Idris Elba, the limo driver, the instant look they gave her. Now, obviously, compared to what he does and what she does, to most people, that's definitely out of the league. Look, he was her driver. This dude, done been to jail and everything, and they like, the limo driver? Like, no. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, unfortunately, that's a bad misconception in our society that's what we look at. Like, you can't base, whether these two people are going to work off of their income classes or their background, because just because you came from a certain income class or background, when you start it doesn't mean that's where you're gonna finish.
Right.
You know, there are people that make it out the hood. There are people that, you know, may have, you know, grew up in the worst conditions, but look at them now. You know what I'm saying? So you can't always use that as, oh man.
Well, one of the things, and I saw the movie too, and it's hard to mesh different classes too, because there's just some things that, you know, that you can't conversate on. I mean, you know, converse on. You can't add intelligent input unless you do some study and unless you do some, you know, research to be able to add. So, and then that creates a barrier. Now, you know, it becomes now a problem because, oh, well, I don't want to talk about stocks and finance with your friends because I don't know nothing about stocks and finance.
Well, we got Google now, so.
Right.
Hold on. Let me go to the bathroom. Google. Look up IPO for me. IPO real quick. IPO.
What is it?
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah, that's really important. Now, I'm going to ready to drop this last question, and because I'm going to let my man now. As anybody that that listened to the show last time, we had a poet here, and she made it like very hot and steamy. Like the poem was like, okay, I'm gonna put it plain and simple as I can. It was sexual without sexual words. When you're a poet, when you're a wordsmith, you can do that. Like, I mean, you have to open your mind up and hear it. If you hear it, yeah, I was in there feeling some type of way when she was here. It was intense. Like I had to open the door and everything. Like, oof, okay, yeah. I said open the door. That is not TMI. Open relationships is TMI.
Yeah, turning down the lights and whatnot. Like, keep going.
Keep going, baby. Yeah, the whisper of life. You know. Now I'm not gonna go extra ratchet with that one. That one's real. Yeah. You know what? Nah, because that's gonna go over time. Let's just go here. Now, I don't know how many religious or spiritual people that we have in the room, but for those that may be, if you meet a person in the street and you go on your first date, is it okay for them to take you to church on their first date? And if so, what is your impression of that person? They say, meet me at First Macedonian Church on 63rd and whatever. What is your first impression?
I'm really finna put him under a microscope because I grew up in church. Mm-hmm. So I know that a lot of stuff go on with church people.
Shoot, you
so you having me meet you.
Shout out to all my church people.
That you exactly live in that because nobody lives perfectly, period. So, you know, I'm like, okay, we're going to church, but I still need to see what this is. That don't mean I'm going to just trust you wholeheartedly.
Okay.
So the first date.
First date.
And you like, hey, look. And she say, you want to go to church with me?
She tells you to meet.
Meet her at church.
Like say, okay, hey, what you doing Sunday about 10 o'clock? Nothing. Okay, meet me on Roosevelt and Hostel. We going to Hammond.
Oh, I don't want to cheat on my church, so I'm not. You know, cause
you biased too. I thought it was just me.
Listen,
this dude said cheat on his church. I'm done.
I think my pastor have a problem with that. You know,
he don't really like us going to other churches unless we go with him. He's not gonna be there. He's not gonna be there, so I can't go.
Yeah. So how about something to eat afterwards?
Right. You know. I mean, that's cool.
You guys are funny. I mean, I don't know if I dig that deep. I'll say, oh, who's the pastor? You know, because first, to be honest, I need to know if it's Episcopal, Lutheran, Catholic.
Right.
Yeah.
I got to figure out how long this service is going to be. And then based on what denomination it is, I know what I can, see, non-denomination, you can get to come as you are. Mm-hmm. Them Lutheran folks be looking at you.
Yeah, my leggings.
And them Episcopals, I ain't, you know.
I play for a Baptist church, and I come in there with jeans every Sunday. I don't care. I'm a musician, or I'm a drummer. If anybody knows drummers, most of them, especially young ones, we don't dress up. We just put on clothes and we go.
Like jeans and a tie.
Man, I'm telling you, look, they lucky I got this on. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm a little older, so I don't be disrespectful and wear a t-shirt always. At least. You know, I wear a collared shirt.
The t-shirt with the tuxedo front on it.
T-shirt on and the jeans.
Yeah. You know, especially, with the Timbs on, you know what I'm saying? Right, all on the organ with these big old boots on. I mean, that's how I go. I think it's interesting. Like Star said, I think it's really, for one, find out what type of church it is, because you can go in there and it could be a Catholic church and you've never been to one. If you've never been to a Catholic service, you will get exercised. The comedians were not lying. You are going to stand, you're going to sit, you're going to kneel from the sitting position, you're going to stand back up, you're going to kneel back down from the standing position. You're going,
a workout class.
But here's the thing, it sounds like a lot, but you're out of there in about 45 minutes. So I mean,
That's a good workout.
they have things that they have to go through. They have things they have to go through ritual wise and everything. So it's generally not a long service. It's not like you go to a Baptist church and it's revival. If it started 7, I hope you don't plan on getting home to catch a TV show unless you DVR'd it, because you're gonna miss it. Okay. All right. I do apologize about the person having a hard time, even though she can't hear me. If someone can let her know, I do apologize. I don't know what's going on. Some people said it was cool. Some didn't.
What are you talking about?
Some people saying
Some
they
people said the
saying they
lines
can't.
are busy. They're trying to get through.
Ain't nobody calling. This phone is on.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
I got a downtown. I got a downtown.
We got it down.
We got it
They
down,
dialing the
y'all.
wrong number.
All right, they dialing the wrong number. Well, look, hey, I really appreciate my relationship panel, man. I mean, y'all have no idea. We doing this every month, y'all. So I want y'all to get ready. If you got some topics, if you want to holler at me, let me know. Get at me. It's not a problem. It's definitely going down. The show's not over. What I'm getting ready to do is bring them in there into the mic now. Like I said, I give y'all a treat every time. I brought y'all poetry last time. Now, what he is an artist in Chicago. And as big as this city is, do you know how hard it was for me to find a vocalist that could sing? I'm going to let y'all think about that, because I said a vocalist that could sing. Okay? Because you have people that cannot sing live to save them their lives. Not live a cappella. Just like, boom, hit it. So, I mean, they can sing with a track, or they can do this, that, and the other. But I'm going to let this brother get up and, tell his story real quick, because I do have some wisdom I want to drop before we get out of here, y'all. So, where's he at? Oh, okay. Waiting on you, bro. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat, brother. Talk to me, man. So what's been happening? Music wise, man. What's been going on, man?
It's been a lot going on, DJ L.
Okay.
Peace and blessings, Chicago, on this Divine Sunday. Wow. Being a part of several mixtapes with an album that was released in 2003 called Black Talents 120 Talents. I was a featured artist, Knowledge Wise.
Okay.
On Amina, an acronym for Allah's most inspirational natural act to himself.
Okay.
It's been about maybe 5+ years since I've been in stage performances. Been trying to work on my solo project.
Okay.
By the grace of God, I was just trying to network some things to get a buzz for myself here in the city of Chicago, and some national work, but we have to start at home first.
True.
I'm thankful for you and giving me this opportunity to make a grand exposure.
No doubt, man. Well, since it's your first time up here with me, what a lot of people tend to not realize as far as this city is, I mean, just like most major cities, we're a talent-rich city. We have plenty of talent here, plenty of singers, actors, rappers. We have a lot of talent here. And the problem that you end up having in the big city is there's so much going on, but not enough going on, if that makes sense. Like, there's a lot that you can do, but there's not enough for you to do to keep you busy enough. Like, there are only so many people, rappers, that are going to be able to be on a showcase. There are only so many singers that are going to be able to be on a showcase. And it's not like every major place is putting on a showcase every day. So there's not enough time for you to get everywhere. And the purpose of my show, that's why I call it the Underground Show, is that's pretty much the culture of Chicago as far as the music scene. It came from the underground. R. Kelly discovered on the subway.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
3-piece discovered on the subway. It's this is the nature of Chicago. A lot of these guys that's 20+ year veteran. Twista was out doing this thing on the West Side underground. Nobody knew who he was. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
I mean, that's what Chicago is about. And I think somewhere along the line, because we have major corporations that jump into things, Chicago lost it as far as focusing on the artists, and we got focused on whoever's paying. So my goal is to bring that back and give these artists a voice when they ain't got to go and pay and be on 9 million different showcases, but you can be out here at an audience that's going to be able to hear you. You know what I'm saying? Respect what you do. I'm be real, if it's respectable. And
Yes.
and you know what I'm saying, gain some new fans. I've got some great new fans, man. So I'm gonna go ahead, let you get on the mic, do your thing vocally. I'm gonna move out the way so the people can see you. And man, y'all getting ready to hear him. Go ahead and blow it back, man. Let's go.
Yes, Chicago. This is it's a non-recorded song. I've been working on it for a while, but it's called Getaway. It's for the ladies out here. and you men that have gone through some issues with our women. Get away. No, I cannot stay. This ain't no time for silly games, so I have to make a way. Yes, find a way. You see my people holler back. Listen, K, lost souls don't play. Yeah, my people just holler back. Woman, that's heartless. Howling with you started. Started late summer that one day. You saw I and I walk on by, so stop to say, peeped your swagger, savvy, no stagger. Heart wasn't content, caught with the dagger in the still of the night. It felt so right, infatuation, no passion. We did what was like, there was only the touch, felt gone with the wind. No love, lost you mine, cause I wasn't a friend. Befriended of the things that I really did have. I shine bright, my light, try not to show the nav. As we lay, brand new morning past. You didn't talk first, only listened last. Night girl, through it all, I was your heaven. Built with your earth like a young pastor reverend. Thoughts to manifest, no stress in due time. No talk of craft, no dollars, only dollars hustle for dimes. So get away. No, I cannot stay. This ain't no time for silly games, so I have to make a way. Yes, find a way. You see my people holler back. Listen, K, lost souls don't play. Yeah, my people just holler back. Woman, that's heartless. Howling what you started. Thank
Wow. Yeah, gotta give it up for this dude, man. That was dope, man. So, you working on some projects? What's going on, man?
Somewhat, kind of. I've been trying to get my liaisons to participate in some non-for-profit work so that we could get a collective buzz. Like I said, it's been about five plus years since I've been working on my solo endeavors, but I haven't found more of, I want to say, a more cultured producer where I could actually sit down. I'm used to live instruments. I don't know if you remember this, in high school, our group Exposure that we had through the school going.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Yes. Well, that was a start. I got more into the audio studio production.
Okay.
And with that being said, you had more of the loops and the samplings with, you know what I'm saying, the MC and hip hop. But you couldn't really, it was kind of hard getting into that R&B segment, neo soul. So now in the last maybe 7 years, I've been struggling to get that neo soul genre going for myself as far as with uniqueness. Not that I don't have the skills, it's more so the instrumentations as far as with, you know, a team effort in simplicity.
Well, you got the voice, man, so you're definitely on the way, bro. We definitely gonna keep in tune, man. Y'all make sure y'all check this dude out, man. Man, I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Yes.
Appreciate it, man. We definitely gonna do some work, y'all. So I want to drop this knowledge real quick on y'all before we get out of here, and also let my panel, if they want to say anything real quick. Now, this is something I actually one of my friends typed it up online, and it was beautiful, and I loved it, and it kind of got to me, so I want to put it out here. Now, when it comes to relationships, some of you are stuck without movement in your mind, body, and spirit. So you feel when someone has come back in your life that is divine. No. In times they came back for their own selfish reasons, knowing they can. You don't believe me? Has anything drastically improved since their return? Of course not. So how do you handle relationships? Well, how you handle relationships, reflect on how you feel about yourself. Now, here are some tips. Love people where they are, and sometimes you have to leave them there. Evaluate where you are in your situation, your reactions, and reflect on your state of mind. Never try to change anyone or force them to see who you are. Either they are or they're not. Arguments are for people who need validation. And love you and live for you and keep it moving. I think all these are very important and before you even get into a relationship too. I mean, I think that's the problem a lot of us are having now is just jumping from one relationship to the next and not taking the time to develop yourself. You can't please a person or become one with a person without first knowing yourself. It's just not possible, because what you'll end up doing is conforming to what they want you to be versus what you are as a person. You'll conform to them, and then it'll make it hard. as you continue to go on in relationships. But that's enough for me. I do have a panel here. So, panel, if you have anything you want to say, ladies and gents, you got about a minute and a half. Go.
Well, thanks for having me. This your girl, Star Superstar, checking in with you guys, saying bye. It was a pleasure. Always a pleasure hearing these different discussions and different points of view. We always agree to disagree, and that's what's so dope about this panel. So
Always.
Big up to the panel.
Indeed.
Oh, and
Appreciate
Darren, I got to shout him out. That boy was cold.
That's what's up.
Same thing, man, bro. Big brother, I appreciate you inviting me. CVS alum. You know?
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
this is a room full of Cavaliers right now. Y'all I just want to tell y'all it's real in here.
Yes.
I know, right? Shout out to everybody who's still listening too.
See,
Man.
yes.
Made it
What
to
up,
the end of the
Fatal?
show. Yeah, thanks for inviting me, man. Thanks for having me on. I'd love to come back if you ever need me or want me to stop back through.
All right.
Yes, thanks for having me. I always enjoy it. It's always a pleasure. I love arguing
Always.
with you.
Dang.
I know. And thanks to
Dang.
everybody who's sending me messages right now telling me they
I
still
know,
listening.
right?
I appreciate y'all,
the
man,
love,
for real.
The IG. Chicago's on Fatal, man. He's doing big things in Inglewood.
Hey, man, for real.
Thank you
Hey,
for tuning in, for sure.
If you in Inglewood, man, and you don't know about this dude, I'm gonna need y'all to
Man,
wake up.
I'm gonna need them to wake
This
up.
dude done been all on the news. He does major things for kids. Now,
Straight
I
out of
mean,
his
Straight
pocket.
straight out of his pocket.
Not wanting anything in
And
return.
he just wants to
Inglewood
see
are
his
us.
community. You know
Yes,
what I'm
no
saying?
matter where you're
Grow
from.
up.
If you're from anywhere in Chicago, man, you gotta get in tune with I Am Fatal on Instagram, baby.
Yeah, that's what he
And
do.
while we on Inglewood, let me just throw in a change spot for my baby daddy. They got that pumpkin announcement new single, Fireworks. We gonna
Nobody
need that
care
bread.
about
Get
that,
that on iTunes.
Indeed.
Shameless
Ooh,
plug,
yeah.
shit. I don't know. Nobody care about that joint. All right, y'all. We thank y'all. Next week I won't be here. I'll actually be out of town taking care of some business. So y'all enjoy your Labor Day. We'll be back. I got great new segments, great new artists. Y'all gonna love the new segments, man. So I ain't even gonna spill the beans. Y'all just gotta listen. It's going down, y'all. Thank y'all. This DJ L from UIC Radio, and we are out.
Ooh.
Maybe get a better rapport with that presentation. It's been a long time.
Oh, no.
Wow.
It's like, once you do it a few times, you just come in here and
That's the
like,
song.
we go.
Oh, that's
Tell me
song
what
sounds.
goes with my music, but they ain't got it like I needed to. I mean,
Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all. Much love and blessings.
Oh, okay.